They will sit there and argue and say, they weren't, Marissa. They weren't trying to record you. They weren't trying to record you.
Well, then why the hell were they pointed at us 24/7? And
then they moved their cameras behind. Listen, Dolly set up a one of those filming things. It was a tent. I had a hat and sunglasses. They were pointing right at me. That was their little assignment. So I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God, are you serious?" Just like that. Oh my God.
Put the blanket up, and then they moved toward us.
They moved.
Yes, to get a different angle.
I was sitting there like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm sitting there, "Are you kidding me?" And everyone's sitting there going, "Oh my God, Marissa, you're so full of yourself. You're so full of yourself." No. Why don't you ask everyone that was there? They were all there. When we moved, they moved. Mm-hmm. When I hid, they followed. The junkie number one, moved as well. She was there the night before in a chair. She held up her cell phone. She goes, "I'm not here for the baby." And her husband's a murderer, by the way. I'm not here to film the house. I'm not here to film protests. I'm here to film. I'm here to point at her. She said it. Mm-hmm. Okay? This is not my ego talking. Exactly. When I move, you move. That's what happens. Don't you think I was shocked as well?
They thought Marissa, out of all of them, would make the biggest scene about it. But Marissa held her stuff together really well. I was impressed.
Why do you think Aileen was saying those things? And
did she say that in front of you?
She said it feet away, a few feet. I would say about 2 yards away. We all heard her. And Dolly Visions went, "Oh man, that is so wrong." I heard her. And yes, did I think about picking up a brick? Yes, I wanted to pick up a brick. Yes. The question is, why the obsession with you? Well, Sia, what makes her a super fan is not the fact that she's in Patreon. Patreons are Patreons. All right. But what makes her a super fan is the fact that she left Patreon and she's still a fan, right? But she's a disgruntled fan. And she becomes a hater and goes along with the junkie channels. And they gave her gas money. They didn't respect her enough to fly her down there. Oh, well, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Oh, well, Molly Golightly, she didn't leave her dogs behind. Bullshit. You board your dogs. If me, Adrian, and Jake had to go out of town or went on vacation, we would board our dogs. Or you ask a neighbor to look after your dogs. She lives in New Jersey. She drove from New Jersey. She had a Jersey license. And she got there 2 days before there. Oh, because she went up to Andra. Well, guess what? It doesn't make a difference. She didn't bring out and set up her camera for Andra. She only did it when I was out there. Take two, and then put them together, add them up, it equals 4. Now, do you get it? Why didn't she set her camera up? Betty's been out there for a month. On the live, she said she's homeless. So she lives in a car with 2 dogs. Did they pay for her hotel? And why is it that those people did not let her into the backyard? They didn't let either crackhead into the backyard. She collected cash apps the whole time from the channels. That's fine, that you call junkie. They are junkies. I believe that they are total junkies.
That's a 13-hour drive.
She's a stunt monkey.
That's without stopping.
For money, if you put $1 in front of her, she'll jump for it and do whatever you request. Now put that next to check her box off for mental illness. So basically, she doesn't have any moral compass. Okay, she'll say or do anything for $1.
She lives in motels.
She's gonna go over the top. And she's also going to look for somebody that has a platform that she can springboard off of. She's going to make herself relevant off of somebody else's platform. She don't have one.
That's the story of my life for the past 4 years.
Exactly.
Dawn. People have been trying to get themselves a channel using my name for the past 4 years. That's every single day of my life, my dear sister.
Okay, well, it's entertainment. It's entertainment value. If you're talking about something that people want to hear about, it's not your fault that people are chiming in and being consistent and being loyal and, loving towards you. Yeah, people are always going to have envy, but, this hate train that people think like, hey, let me jump on and go against her and be that controversy that, everybody needs. Everybody needs a little. They want to make them hate you a little bit, even though they like you.
Of course. You know what I mean? Of course, when we were outside the jail, there was a woman that was yelling at Betty, and I told Betty, right in front of the COs, I said, Betty, be nice. I said, they're fans. They're fans. They came out all this way. Be nice. They are fans, no matter how you want to look at it. They are fans. No matter how mean they are fans.
They would have to be to come and film us.
I think the word fans is getting a negative
connotation.
Yeah, and it really shouldn't. Because you know what?
Yes, everyone coming in. This is Molly. She's live right now, but I started it back at the beginning so I could do it for fair use and speed it up and stuff because there's not shit she can do about it if you do it like that. But yes, this is her and John just live right now. I'll start streaming some for these fucking fools so y'all don't have to give them a view. It's taking views away from them.
Anybody that's your friend, like I'm saying, any friends of yours, and acquaintance that see, hey, how are you? That's a fan. Meaning, I like being in your energy. I like talking with you. I like hanging out with you. I like seeing you. It's not a derogatory thing.
No, absolutely not.
A fan is a friend.
Absolutely. They're the good people. Yeah. I'm trying to make it positive. But I said, Betty, all I said was, Betty, be nice. They're a fan. They're a fan. They want you to acknowledge them.
Marissa said, "You want a signature?" And they would say, "No." And she would say, "Okay, let's turn around now."
All right. Unless you want an autograph or a selfie, we got to keep going. Thank you for coming out. It was nice to meet you. And my darling, thank you for the bouquets of flowers that you had sent to the jail. I was taken back. They were beautiful. They were very beautiful. Thank you.
How could any person that has a lot of notoriety, a person that is constantly in, the eye of the public, how could they possibly acknowledge every single fan? How?
I can't.
It would take every second
I
of
can't.
every day
I
to
can't.
acknowledge somebody that heard you speak and was like, you know what? I agree with her. I agree with her. I'm going to do a like and do a follow.
No.
I'm going to throw it up there.
No.
I like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if the responsibility was, I got to respond every single day to every single person that is coming on my platform, listening in, being a part of, the conversation. There's no way. You're never going to make everybody happy.
Nope.
It's never going to happen.
Well, that's why the girl left, Dawn.
Yeah.
That's why she left. If people don't understand where at this point Alien came from, a year and a half ago, she joins Patreon. This is the God honest truth. Living in New Jersey, she joined. I did have a conversation or two with her. She was very violently motivated. She made.
If I had seen her picture, and she had never said a word about mom, I would have felt bad for her. Meaning, because she's got a struggle. She can't.
They should have been protesting the police station and CPS from the very start, not the house. They never protested the police department until little Dolly Boy got arrested. Make sense. It makes no sense.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, damn, that really sucks. I know people that have dentures. I know people that don't have teeth, or they have some teeth, and it's very difficult for them to eat anything of a solid food. If I had seen her photo, and my heart would have went out to her. But because I saw that video and what she said, what she used that mouth for, now I feel like I'm looking at an evil.
Thank you, Fairy Dust. I
like
appreciate
an evil
you.
spirit that is walking around on this earth, and I'm absolutely repulsed. Absolutely repulsed by her.
I think a lot of people are repulsed by what these asshole channel holders have done by sending these crackheads down there. That you weaponized a 20-month-old to hurt us.
Who blocked Hush Puppy?
I put Hush Puppy in a timeout because she was mentioning all the crackhead channels.
Oh. Okay. So, don't mention crackhead channels, please, guys.
I love Hush Puppy.
Well, it's just please tell people.
No, just remember, we didn't make a mockery. We never made a mockery while we were there at all. It was only until the crackheads showed up, right?
That's the only time anything happened.
Yeah, we were fine out there. Betty was doing fine.
I'm doing a little piece later on your constitutional rights as protesters.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, she says they were doing fine out there until the crackheads showed up. Well, y'all are the crackheads. If Betty was doing fine, then why did anybody have to go there to join her for the circus? If she was doing such a good job. Then you got Jaundice here. I don't know. He needs a life.
Oh, it's gonna get nice and big down there for that county.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you think that we're just gonna give up?
Hey, Kimmy Kins, love
We don't need
you.
to put on costumes to make a statement, and we don't have to get violent and make threats of violence to make a statement. You did make a mockery, a huge one. No, not at all. How about you? Go take a fucking hike.
To mock is to make fun of.
That's a mockery. None of us made fun of anyone.
No, what you were doing was trying to call them out. Why aren't you behaving like a grieving family that has a child missing, as you so-called proclaimed that this incident had nothing to do with the disappearance of the child? Right?
Exactly. I mean, you should support protesting, whether you agree with the protesting that they're protesting for or not. Because if you want to take somebody's rights away, one day your rights will be taken away.
Remember that one day your rights are going to be taken away. Remember when you pulled the video of Dolly assaulting a woman? Bitch boy.
When they created this country, the first thing they said was, you have the right to free speech. But then the very second was, but you better get a gun. Do you understand what that means?
Right.
because words have power. And the very second thing that the country put into place was the right to bear arms. Because if you don't like what I got to say, you don't have the right to come over and take me out. That's what it was for, to defend yourself if somebody does not like what you have to say.
Yeah.
Criminal activity is made public so that public safety could be in mind. You want to know when there's a pedophile that lives next door to you, correct?
Yes.
Or there's one that lives very close to
Somebody is
Billy Joe,
in the next house,
and he's not registered.
right? This is why all that information is open to us to keep us safe. But for some reason,
Don't acknowledge, Marissa, don't acknowledge.
control is the way, and that's not the way. You're
Right.
supposed to be free and let others live free.
Right. Right.
Yep, ask ICU. We called on them when we first heard of this case. They don't even have the guy registered.
He's not even registered. Wow. Oh,
Violent.
that
And
is
a
all.
violent offender. I haven't even talked about
Look
it
at
yet.
this. How much did you have to pay your sister? Pay my sister. What, to come on my channel? I was already.
They're trying to antagonize you.
So, all right, Dawn, how much did I give you?
You didn't give me anything.
No. Lie to him.
What?
Lie to him. Humor him.
Humor who? I'm not even seeing
Some
it.
lowlife.
I'm on a phone call. I'm not impressed by anybody that comes up there and says what they think is the truth. I know what the truth is. I know what the truth is. I don't have to impress anybody. They can go on and make accusations and try and get a rise because they're looking for attention. I mean, hey, try. If you think you could get it, go ahead and try. Some people are super pathetic. Oh my goodness. How much did you have to pay your sister?
I got a good idea.
Who said that about your mother, Molly? She's a fucking lowlife. She's a lowlife. I mean, does her name matter? She doesn't matter. What can we, honestly, the way I see
She's
things,
not even a life.
I don't agree with what was said about her mom. That was wrong.
heathen.
What's right,
What do they
wrong's
call
wrong.
it?
No
They
matter
just
what
take
side
it,
you're
take it,
on.
take it, but don't get anything
You're
back.
wrong, you're wrong. She should have never
The word
said
is
that about
escaping me.
Molly's mom. That was trash. Hey, Ultra Dark, what's up? Yo.
No, I think I got Alzheimer's is coming. I'm having early onset.
Early onset Alzheimer's. Yeah, join the club.
I feel like my memory is just going. Parasite. She's a parasite.
Parasite.
That's what she is. She's not.
Oh, these little treats
She's
for
a
you.
parasite.
These are little treats for you.
And that's just my personal opinion based on what I saw in that video. And if she don't like it, too bad.
A succubus sounds worse.
The succubus.
A succubus. Yeah. My husband woke me up this morning and
I know
says,
the word, but I don't really think I can spell it.
my husband woke me up this morning and said, Marissa, is it true? I said, what? And he goes, that Aaron Carter died? And I said, yes. And I'm very upset over that.
They found him in the bathtub.
Yeah. And I find it really interesting that Nick Carter hasn't said a fucking word.
He got pulled over a few hours before him being found.
And somebody wrote something on my Instagram. She goes, Aaron actually liked one of your posts on Instagram a couple days ago. I said, really? Yeah. Whatever. Poor guy. You know what? Oh, he did post on Instagram? I must have been. What did he post? Was it good? Is it worth me clicking on it? Because Nick's fucking Instagram is nothing but these kids.
Where's Violet?
She's right there. She just got some little Milano cookie. Hey, Jessica, thank you so much. She likes these little pumpkin spice Milanos. He was battling drug addiction. He certainly was. He didn't have an easy life, man. He didn't have it easy.
He was
Aaron Carter.
just a kid that grew up in the industry from day
I'm
one.
not his life coach, but I was. I'm the one that when he was all right. Listen, the truth about me and Aaron was about 2 years ago when he was all over the TMZ and all that stuff. We started dating that girl. She was a big problem. That's when I was coaching him, and when I started to talk to him on a daily basis, on a nightly basis, and stuff. That's when all that stuff went away. And then that's when I was helping him. But we always kept in touch. I never turned my back on him. And one thing I will say, and I want to say thank you to everyone that's watching, and thank you to all of my subscribers. Justin will probably know this. Is maybe you guys remember is Aaron Carter used to jump on my panel, and he used to say, "Thank you so much for letting me come up here because I feel safe here, and your subs are so beautiful and so nice to me. Where if I go on my other channel, all I do is get attacked." So he did love you guys because you guys were really nice to him. He did make a comment. Was it good? I don't have to see it. And this is the girl he liked. This was his favorite. Here she is. I loved those panels. He adored this girl right there, Nikki Lamb. He was like, "Oh, look at her." His statement was beautiful. Can you look it up and read it to me? Did he do it on Instagram? Can you look it up for me, Justin? Nick Carter's Instagram. I haven't seen it. Because now Nick has lost a sister and a brother. His sister died of a Xanax overdose.
We love our brother and truly hope that he gets. Oh, hold on. Wrong one.
What's that sound?
That's Justin's phone.
Nick Carter, my heart is broken. Even though my brother and I have a complicated relationship, my love for him has never, ever faded. I have always held on to the hope that he would someday want to walk a healthy path and eventually find the help that he so desperately needed. Sometimes we want to blame someone or something for a loss, but the truth is that addiction and mental illness is a real villain here. I will miss my brother more than anyone will ever know. I love you, Chiz. Now you can finally have the peace you could never find here on earth. I love you, baby brother.
That was nice.
We love our brother and truly hope he gets the proper treatment he needs before. Okay, that was at a different time.
Well, when I talked to him in February, we did talk about Aaron. I brought Aaron up and I said, "You know, your brother does love you." And he goes, "I know." And I said, I go, "You know that there's two sides to Aaron." Oh, let me show it. Let me focus. Let me show it. I said, "There's two sides to Aaron." And he goes, "I know. I know." He goes, "We all need peace, Marissa. All of us. We all need to go and find that peace together. All of us." Look, there's his sister that passed away, and now his brother.
Did she have an OD?
Yeah, Xanax.
Damn.
Yeah.
Beautiful lady.
I have the other sisters. I have the other sister's number. I should text her now.
Addiction is a demon, man. Look at him there. Were they twins?
No. Nick's a few years older than him.
No, Nick or Aaron and the sister.
No. Aaron has a sister that's twin named Angel.
Mm-hmm.
Sad, huh? Yeah, he's a twin. Her name's Angel. She lives in Los Angeles. She's married to a Scientologist, and they have a.
Oh,
And they have God Almighty. You know what? I'm gonna take the fucking messenger fucking away, man. Fuck. What the fuck? You know what? This better. If he calls back, this better be fucking good.
Princess.
Hello? No. Hello? Jesus fucking Christ. What is it? What? Fucking mighty. Yes. Hello? Hello? What the fuck? Hello? Dude, I slept for like 24 hours. What is this now? Oh, he loved her. That was the love of his life, he told me.
Hillary Duff.
He told me that, yes.
For Aaron, I am deeply sorry that life was so hard for you and that you had to struggle in front of the whole world. Lizzie McGuire, alone 35, wrote in her Instagram. You had a charm that was absolutely effervescent. Boy, did my teenage self love you deeply. She concluded by her message by telling Carter to rest easy and sending love to his grieving family. For Aaron, I am deeply sorry that life was so hard for you.
Bully investigations, you're correct. You can die from Xanax overdose. I also know someone that's died from Xanax overdose. That is one benzo that can and will kill you. Like if you get hooked on it and you just come off of it, it can kill you. It's crazy. That's very true, Bully.
And that you had to struggle in front of the whole world. You had a charm that was absolutely effervescent. Boy, did my teenage self love you so deeply, sending love to your family at the same time. Rest easy.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing.
Nene, it's not dying of it alone. It's dying of it like if you don't have it, like if you withdraw or whatever. The withdrawals of Xanax can and will kill you. That's facts.
If you really started to actually get to know him, there was something about him that he had such a sweet side.
He just wanted to be understood and accepted and loved, like we all, and it's very sad.
He was nothing but respectful to me, although, he did make many comments about my upper region. He was very, very sweet. And I'll tell you one thing, as mad as he was at what was going on with his family, I'll tell you what, he would break down and he would talk about how much he loved them. And he wanted the respect back. He wanted all of the mouths around Nick to just shut the fuck up. He always used to say, I want all these people that's trying to get into the middle of me and my brother.
What? Billy Joe confirmed they found baby Q. Are you lying?
I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't believe anything that these lowlifes say. I'm sorry. Carl and Q, guess what? My son left me. He left one of those apples. And being that me and Justin did nothing but eat. Oh, you don't get this apple. I'm going to try one of your apples that you sent me. Remember she was talking about the fancy apples that she sent? Jake actually sent one for me. Yeah. Aaron did tell me that he wanted all of the negative, shitty people that came between him and his brother's relationship to get the fuck away. Nick is not as stupid as people think, and nor is Aaron. A lot of people think that they're both stupid. That I noticed. It's not true. Oh shit, the stick came out. Oh, okay. So am I just supposed to just stick this big thing right into my big fat mouth? Who's a stalker? Me? Listen, me and Nick Carter go way fucking back. I just saw him a couple months ago. And there's no way I was standing on a line of 60 fucking girls to say hi to him and pay. Get the fuck out of here. He's the one who's like, Marissa! And I had sunglasses. I said, how did you even recognize me? I'm wearing sunglasses. And he goes,
released his first album at 9. Yeah, no one said anything about him being found.
You know what? A lot of people on YouTube went out of their way to hurt him. A lot of people. And they were relentless. Yeah, it was an accident. I'm sure it was an accident. They went after Aaron Carter so bad. I was out of it. I was so out of it yesterday. I don't blame anyone for thinking. I saw all the comments where people were telling me to go to rehab. And listen, if I called up a rehab to get me a bed, they wouldn't. I was just overtired. I got no sleep at all for days. That's when you crash and burn. My sister and I got some bad news about my mother. We got some bad news about my mother's health. And I had an episode in front of my mother, in front of my son and my husband simultaneously. And then they went to their game practice. And then I went on here after I found out that Aaron passed away. I was exhausted and I was dozing off. Well, guess what? I was dozing off on the plane. I was dozing off at the airport. I was so tired, so dehydrated. And whatever resulted of that, it's not because I need rehab. It's because I am tired. Okay.
We woke up at like 8 or 9 o'clock that morning and we went straight out.
But I stayed up all night. Remember?
Yes, and we stayed up all night. We was on the Amber channel. End of Life hasn't posted anything, guys. I looked.
Had I not heard anything about Aaron, I would have had already been asleep. But just now, I knew that if I went to sleep, my phone was going to be blowing up and saying, "Oh my God, did you know about Aaron? Did you know about Aaron?" Hi, Bobby. You're so cute. You sure? Yes. There's. It's not a crime to be really. No, well, I don't think I have narcolepsy, but that's what it certainly looked like. It's not a crime to be very, very tired. What is this? Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for saying they found Quentin. They just wander in here and believe everything that they see.
Thank you, Jennifer.
All right, this is who was calling me over and over again. Yes, yes, Robbie, what's going on? I've been streaming. That's why I didn't pick up your 15 calls.
Jenny Jen, hey.
Hi.
Hope all's well. Thank you for coming by.
And then out.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love seeing her come around.
Because if you only have 18,
Keep
what do you
up the
got to
good
say with
fight,
that?
Jenny Jen. Fuck this cunt on here. Fucking hogjaw Molly and Jaundice.
No, my husband. No, just be me. Yeah, it's me. Bye. Oh yeah, Adrian. Hey, Adrian, you want to go to a gay wedding out in Las Vegas? Sure. Let me rearrange my life.
Marissa.
Mike Stevens, I'm going to highlight your comments. When me and Justin, I'm actually going to say something for everyone. Me and Justin were at the landfill. You guys would never have known that because we weren't streaming it. The things that we were doing on that very last day is my housekeeper. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, Marissa, it's Tyler.
Yes.
I'm just letting you know I'm on my way. I stopped at T-Mobile to try and turn my phone on, and it took longer than I thought it would.
Okay.
And I still didn't even get the root system because they're giving me so much trouble.
Can you pick me up some chicken nuggets and a Coke Zero?
Say that again?
Can you pick me up some chicken nuggets and a Coke Zero?
Yeah, where from?
McNuggets. Chicken McNuggets.
McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
From Harrisburg, so
All right.
it might take me a little bit, okay?
All right. Bye.
Marissa.
Yeah.
I have your Banana Republic card.
All right. You can bring it to me. Don't worry.
All right.
All right, bye.
See you soon.
Breaking news. Quentin Simon allegedly located. Okay. Marissa, you were so tired. Yes, I was. All right. So check this out. I'm going to tell you guys something. Okay. Because you're not going to believe it. That last day, you don't know what we were doing. While the crackheads were streaming outside of the baby killer's house, we were at the DA's office. We were doing a small protest outside the DA's office. We were downtown. We were doing a bunch of things. We were down at the courthouse. We were doing, we went down to the trailer park. We went down to the landfill. We got kicked out of all those places. We talked to the press. We told the press about themselves. Guess what? We didn't live stream this stuff because you want to know something? That's stuff that was meaningful. We did stuff that was actually meaningful. And what bullshit was being put out over there at the house has really no value to YouTube because it just seems like YouTube wants to see the drama, wants to see arguing and confrontation. That's not what I came there for. And we did some meaningful stuff. We had the pictures of the baby with all the...
They did meaningful stuff. What the fuck did they do besides get Dolly arrested? Well, he done that on his own, but what did they accomplish? Name one thing good they accomplished for baby Quentin. What did they do for him? For him specifically. Not Billy Joe, not the babysitter, nobody. What did they do for baby Quentin? that some good came out of it before they tucked their tails and ran away.
With all the marks, right? Thank you for clarifying that behind the crimes with Michelle. That's what we were doing. I told the press about, Andrew told the press about themselves, all this stuff. Listen, we're not going to show you all that because why should we? So if you guys want to see all the drama and watch all that bullshit, guess what? All that stuff that they were trying to put on us, it boomeranged. They wanted a circus out there. They got a circus out there.
That is old news, guys. That is old news. That was from October 12th.
I yesterday when I got home, got a video, right, of a clown outside that house. Okay? That is not us. That is not us. There was someone in a clown suit. That's someone that's making fun of that baby's life. Okay? That's someone that's making fun of that baby's life. That's not us. So anyone making fun of this baby's life and saying that it's a circus, you can't attach that to Betty Bullhorn or Dolly or me or Mallory or Justin. You can't do it. Olivia, nothing. I'm glad that you know. I'm glad that you know that that's not us. Why do you think that I said, you know what? We can't go back there. We cannot go back there. Yes, exactly. The junkies need to make that. But guess what? Billy Joel's sitting up in our fucking house, and guess what? She misses it. I guarantee you, she misses all the attention. And why is it that with the lawn trees, right? They couldn't get a sign up like that quickly. They couldn't get police to arrest all those people. Why wasn't Jonathan arrested? Why wasn't he alive?
Listen, we can go out there anytime we want, Marissa.
I know that.
And I'm going to show people that today.
Bullhorn Betty was there for 20 minutes. Yeah. But do you think that Bullhorn Betty sent that clown or had anything to do with that clown? Yeah, famous, huh?
Okay, now I want to show y'all a video. This came from Crazy Snot Throat Mari's Facebook. This is what they're doing. They all support the babysitter, remember that. But this is what's going on with this memorial at the babysitter's house.
This, if we can, I don't know what we can do today. Where's those flowers at? But this, them right there. I want to put up. Look at this. This is awful though right now.
Okay, now listen to Mari right here, where she says this is awful. Look, she knows this is not good. It's not a good thing. She is like loving it because she knows what she's about to pull out and what they're about to display at the babysitter's house for baby Quentin is fucking horrible. You should be ashamed of yourself, Mari. Babysitter too. Diana, both of you. Y'all only doing this to hurt that family.
So this is a trigger warning. It's a freaking like a real one. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice. That is nice. They're more expensive too.
It's like a real one. Like, if she really did do that, it's a freaking. This, if we can, I don't know what we can do today. Where's those flowers at? But this,
them right there.
I want to put up. Look at this. This is awful though right now. So this is a trigger warning. It's a freaking like a real one. Who is that?
Oh, that's nice. That is nice. I'm excited.
Real one, like,
Yeah.
if she really did do that, like, what? I seen that, I was like, no way. So yeah, I got
Yes,
this
for the
full
dump
thing,
truck.
and I
Fucking
know
dump
it's
truck.
this is sad, so we want to put this somewhere. Because if it does turn out that she did that, like, this is that real dump truck, y'all. I found like it. This is just like a real one, basically. Like it opens. It does take batteries and stuff. Like it's supposed to be a real one. You know what I mean? Ain't it? I'm pretty sure. But anyways, I was like, I gotta get it because supposedly that's what she put him in. Was a trash. Was a dump truck. Like, did y'all find the words? What did it spell? And I have to speak. Yeah, that looks really pretty. And then we got him a balloon somewhere.
Where do you want to put it? Over here?
Yeah, just wherever, y'all. Like, I don't even
Cover up the
know.
dump truck.
Yeah, because
Or
we don't
down.
want him to go. Yeah, we don't want to go missing. And then we got the Believe Rock, and we got him the Peace. So we believe in peace. And then, yeah, that part did. I don't know if y'all want to.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And this Leilani, I finally saw a picture of her. She's not cute. She looks like she's fucking 12 years old. How are you gonna say that this girl is fucking cute? She looks 12 years fucking old. And she's got 4 kids by 4 different guys. I feel the same way. I'll never spend another dime in Savannah. Dolly says it's very possible that Billy Joel, being in that little biker place, is ratting out druggies. Right. I don't care about the people in that house of horrors. If that house was to light itself on fire, 3 kids. Wait, see, I'm confused on how many fucking kids she has. And is she still getting baby presents? Wait, doesn't she have like or is that just one of the Crypt Keeper's jokes? Because the Crypt Keeper was trying to make up all these different lies and stuff like that. And I told everyone, so she's not pregnant? Okay. So she's not pregnant. The Amazon wish list says that she's pregnant. All right, whatever. But I don't believe anything the Crypt Keeper says anyway. I told everybody at that thing, I said, stop listening to her. She's nothing. She's no one. Her and her husband are never going to get down there because they are criminals and they are animal abusers. Did you know that? You probably didn't know that. Her and her gross husband are felons. I'm not a felon. Sorry.
No way, you're not. Okay.
Who would get her pregnant?
Well, she was hoeing for drugs.
It's disgusting. It's a pug.
Pug.
She kept what us that one.
That's
That's the thing. She's getting pregnant on purpose to try to keep these guys. Ladies, that never happens.
Not all felons are created equal, and people that aren't felons out there probably should be felons, and people that are felons out there maybe shouldn't be felons.
A lot of women that get pregnant should not be pregnant. A lot of women that have been giving birth should not be having children at all. I think I had a dream that
Really, Brian?
I had a dream that I was pregnant last night. I think I did.
does not commit felonies.
I need hydration. Dude, down.
Brian, you're so funny.
What are you doing? You're so cute. Hey, you're not gonna believe what I wouldn't leave behind in that apartment. Want to see? Justin?
Yeah.
Refused to leave the rice-a-roni. Said it's coming with me.
Rice-a-roni.
The San Francisco treat. And by the way, reminds me, don't bring a designer bag to a fucking.
They can drop my Patreon. Thank you, dear. Thank you to all the new Patreons.
Oh. I need like real food.
Hey, Court. Trust me, we will be back.
Thank you, Z. Woman?
Of course, just because someone has had a felony doesn't mean they're a bad.
Oh, fuck. I accidentally just kicked them off. Justin, I accidentally kicked you off. You big ass felon. I'm sorry that I just kicked you off.
You did that on purpose.
I didn't. You know what, Pilot? Stop it with the dramatics. You know you like them, and they're trying to do a taste test. Get out of here.
Love you, Court. Thank you.
Thank you, Clark. I know. I've been with them when he charged the car.
Yes.
We should have went to Chick-fil-A first. Okay.
She's still mad about that. I think they were close when we got there.
No, don't even try to make excuses for yourself. There are people in the fucking window. Why am I starting to turn into Michelle? Fuck you, Justin. I wanted a fucking piece of Chick-fil-A. All I wanted was a fucking 10-piece of little chicken nuggets. That's too much, man. He's like, oh, that's on the other side. Oh, let's charge the fucking thing first. Fuck you with your fucking self-driving car. What the fuck? Fuck you, Justin. And your stupid car. Why can't you just put gas in like everybody else does, whore?
Well, I do at home.
Fuck
Look at my
you.
car. I'm getting ready to trade my car.
I'm not trading my car. I love my car.
I love my car too, but my car doesn't love me.
Did you name it?
No.
That's why you didn't give it a name. It's like bringing home a fucking kid. You don't give it a name. Then when it walks outside into the fucking street, it doesn't know what you fucking. You can be like, hey, kid,
That's right, Brian.
Veruca. I'm like, Veruca, nothing but the best for you, bitch. Let's go.
What's her name?
Veruca.
Veruca.
Like Veruca Salt from
No, no, no,
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Mazdas are good cars. I love Mazdas. They're very good cars. They last forever. I do read my emails, but I just have. I'm getting hundreds a day right now. Hundreds. Thank you, Hush Puppy.
Mallory's tall as fuck. All right, Val, you have enough.
Volvos are very safe. Safest car. One of the safest cars. Name your car Molly, Justine.
I don't like when people call you Justine.
You started
Do you
it.
like it? I fucking did not. I'm turning into Michelle as we fucking go along, dude. They just fucking do this. Every time I come back from a heels on the ground fucking mess, I come back a little more fucked up. No more. I can't. People are like, oh, let's be down by this day. I said, you want to know something? I don't think so. You want to know something, Bella, Anna? Thank you. Yeah, we were the only group that was concerned. The other ones were just like, yeah. Why didn't JLR attend? I don't know. Why don't you ask them? You know? I know I have it. Today's daylight savings time. The clock went back. So maybe I slept for 25 hours.
I'm gonna get this.
A Ford?
That's Toyota. Toyota.
You could still be part of Heels on the Ground and not even be with us. You know that, right? Hey, Mallory. How it is emotionally? It's aggravating to be
This
upset.
is exactly like my car that I have now. Except where the black vents are, I have chrome.
Mm. It's exhausting and it's agitated. Oh, I got sent a present. You want to see it?
Is Miss House Williams in here?
Yeah, and I got a present to open. It looks like a picture. It says, "Fuck you, Molly, go home."
Okay, it's not my Tesla, it's my husband's.
Oh my gosh. It's a drawing of you and I. Is it a picture of baby Q? No, it's a picture of me and Justin. And it's in a canvas.
What is it?
It's a drawing of you and I, and it's turned into a canvas. Diamonds and pearls all over the place.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Diamonds and pearls. That's fucking amazing. That's so funny.
Look at that skinny fucking arm.
Send me a picture of that, please.
And what's with the ninja bunny? What does that represent?
That's my channel.
The bunny?
I have Bunny on the back of my channel. It's the mascot.
So funny. Oh, look at the old box. And you with the fan? You know what you need?
What?
Thank you, hon. That was from Yvonne.
Thank you, Yvonne.
You know what you need? You need a fan that says "Beat it, beat it, beat it." Yeah. I know. I think they've been working on this for a long time. That's why they didn't include Mallory.
The one.
You need a picture of Mallory above us going like this. Oh.
Yeah, that one they've been working. I know that one's a kind of an older picture now, so we've had that one for a while. So we'll get one with Mallory on it.
My arm is so skinny. It's like a toothpick.
It's like a comedy. It's like a, cartoon. House of Williams is here.
I do kind of want to say something about House of Williams. I do kind of like her. I don't know. She's really rough around the edges. She's very blunt. But I love that in people. I do. I love when people are like, "Hey, this is who I am. Love me or hate me." You know what I mean? But when she was in Savannah, she talked a little shit, and probably said some things, but nothing compared to these two clowns on screen or the other two clowns, the ones that are banging each other. And she only stayed for a day, but when she was recording that lady that they thought was me, I seen compassion. She went over there by herself, very civil and calm, and had a conversation. I didn't agree with how they were shining lights in that girl's face, though. And I still can't believe they thought that girl was me. I just, But yeah, Mallory seems to be the only decent one, quotations around decent, in that group.
Alicia.
To be quite honest with you, what I think, and you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say. This is what I think is happening. They're putting on the news that they're still searching. I think they're using B-roll footage of the search. I don't think there's a real search going on. I think they're using old footage B-roll of people searching. I don't believe
They're
there's.
still going on.
I don't. I don't.
I don't
Hey,
think-
you want to know something? Get the fuck out of here, doodle mom.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. It's so disrespectful. Don't worry about what's between someone's legs unless you're sleeping with them.
That's a protected class, motherfucker. Guess what?
That explains it, Melissa.
She just decides to stomp on your head. Guess what? Guess who's going to jail? Not her. You. Remember that. Just on you now. Let me tell you something. If I was gay, if I was trans, holy shit. Every time someone said something, I'd knock them the fuck out and then fucking press charges on them and say, yeah, I'm trans. And they'd be like, oh, you're going to jail. I'm like, ha, 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 ha. They have that right. I'm just saying. Just remember, people, the gay community doesn't hurt anybody but themselves.
Mallory is one classy lady. And she looked fucking fabulous in her shades.
Yes, she did. She knew it.
Oh my
That's why
gosh.
she kept turning her head. Is anybody getting a shot? Zoom in, bitches.
It was Mallory can always bring humor to a really crappy situation. And she's like, and you are a terrible host. You didn't even come out.
Glass of lemonade, nothing. She loved the glasses. Yes, she did. She's like, are you sure? I should have been like, you know what? I'm not sure. Give them back. And she'd be like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
Let's see. You want to come up now? See if she wants to come up. Drop her a link. She wants to come up.
Do you want to know when you saw Bullhorn Betty out there yesterday? The cops told her, how long are you going to be? And she said, 20 minutes. I just need 20 minutes. And he goes,
You can't tell a person how long they can be there. This is not.
exactly.
This is not.
You know what he did to her? You know what he did to her? Right when the 20 minutes was up, when he was at 18 minutes, because you have 2 minutes left. She goes, I didn't mean it. What do you call it? And he goes, no,
Literally.
you said 18 minutes, and I'm keeping you to it.
No, you said 20 minutes.
And he said 18. Yes, you said. He said you have 2 minutes. Ain't that some shit?
Well, we're going to talk about that today because I did my research.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Shannon.
Oh, that sounds in for a rude fucking awakening. And guess who's helping? Jonathan Lee Riches.
There's a lot of people that's actually helping.
That fucking county's gonna see a fucking massive lawsuit. Massive. Perjury, everything. I love that the stupid clown had no one to disrupt. Yep. Using that baby as a pawn and a weapon against us is disgusting.
Oh, no.
Disgusting. Oh, hey, if I get you to do this horribly low class, dignified thing, I'll push your cash app. Yeah. Sell your soul to the devil. You want some cheese? Yeah. I would never. They didn't have the respect to fly those people in. And where did they even put them up? They wouldn't even let those people. Billy Joel didn't even respect those skanks and lowlifes to bring them into the backyard. Only the dogs were allowed in the backyard. It spoke volumes because we noticed. That whole day, they wouldn't let Eileen back there. They wouldn't let the other crackhead back there.
It's true.
We noticed. I mentioned it and I said, keep your eye. Both days. And yesterday when we rolled up, the day before yesterday, when we rolled up on them, I said, look at this. I said, look at Billy Joel. They're running in. Sleeping in her car. Who does that? Who sleeps in their fucking car? I don't think I've ever slept in my car my whole life. I've never slept in a car. I don't think I could. I'm such a light sleeper.
You've never fell asleep in a car?
Mm-mm. Never had sex in a car. Never slept in a car. Never. I almost shit myself in my car, but then I got out. Yeah. That's Jaja. We're both pug owners.
I've always been a pug owner.
Me too.
Always.
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Molly?
I'm doing fine. How are you, Nikki?
I'm doing wonderful.
Can I ask
So
why you-
I see that you have to stoop to the level of being a tragedy pimp with Baby Quentin.
I don't
You
agree.
have you humiliated yourself the entire week. You were there popping pills, getting
Okay, hang it up.
Okay, Nikki B. How about you suck a big fucking black cock and then douche your mouth out with fucking soap? Definitely didn't humiliate myself. Nikki, sit your fucking ass down right on a big black dildo.
Like, listen, I'm not going to any other channel, haters channel or anything. I mean, we don't have to express like our hatred or dislike toward someone if they disagree with us or they do something different than us.
Hey, chainsaw. Fuck you.
That sounded like Nicolina.
It was. I just struck the bitch last night.
Oh,
She wants to fangirl me when I got on her fucking page the other night, right? What, 2 weeks ago, right?
she was so nice to you.
No, she was fangirling me. It was embarrassing. Oh my God, oh my God. Ah! Anybody get that on tape? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. She was freaking. Why? She was freaking out to a point where I wanted to jump down. Did anybody ever see that? Anybody remember? When she was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe you got my. Oh, you saw it. Oh, okay. Right? Bitch, know your fucking place. Yeah, you remember? She was even crying. I don't remember that because I was fucking embarrassed. I struck her. Now she's fucking mad.
I need to go through mine and look.
She's got her fucking kid on YouTube being a fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of here. That's the one who sent the first junkie out there. That's who sent the first junkie out there. Do you remember the first junkie that was sitting in the chair? That was them. Now, do you remember when she said, I'm not here for this house. I'm not even here for the baby. I'm here to film her. That's what she said, honest to God.
I heard it. I heard her say that.
Oh, but we're making fools of ourselves. You're a fucking part of it, Nicolina. Go fuck yourself. Now we see who you are. You sell your soul to the devil. You sell your soul to Satan. When you know that that baby's got nothing, when you know that that baby has no one to speak for, and it's okay for you to send.
Okay, one of my other issues with this fucking bitch. She's on this case now, but where were you this past month when everybody else was covering it, worried about him and praying for him and everything else? Where were you, Molly? Huh? Even Justice Jaundice there, he covered Quentin on his own channel. Where were you, Molly? Where were you?
Your little pimps and minions. And you have the nerve to call me a tragedy pimp? Then what the fuck are you? That's not a super fan. That's someone that, I don't know. No. I don't even know what that fucking is. See, they all act like they're your biggest fucking fan. They all act like they're your biggest fucking fan. Then when they see you in real life, right? They don't care about the baby at all. Those are the ones that care about the numbers. They're the ones. They're the ones that care about money.
Mallory's looking for a link. Something.
What exactly do you think that I made on this? I didn't make shit. Not only
That's true. Marissa didn't.
I didn't make anything. And Andrea said that she felt bad. She was like, I feel bad. You didn't make anything. And I gave money to the babysitter so she could get the hell out of that place
And move.
and move.
I just want to say thank you, Kimmy Kins, for sharing my Cash App every now and then like you do. And no, you don't have to do that for me. You don't have to post my Cash App, but Kimmy Kins is like my sister. I talk to her every day. And she knows she's just helping me. And I don't want people thinking, I'm making anybody. Nobody has to donate. You don't have to do nothing on my channel. It's not monetized. I'm not saying I will never monetize, but if I do, it's going to be when this case calms down, because I don't want this case to be monetized. You know what I'm saying? I want something new and going on, and whatever happens, happens. And I'm going to take a different step in how I approach situations and stuff. And I got a really good friend that holds me accountable and tells me, hey, you're doing this wrong, Cotton, and I appreciate that. But yeah, don't ever feel like you have to donate anything to me. Kimmy Kins does that out of the kindness of her heart for me, because we are literally like sisters, like me and Cher. And yeah, you don't have to give me none. But fuck these tragedy pimping motherfuckers. This is what pisses me off. It's not even about jealousy with me. It's the fucking morals and principles. And because I don't want to make money off this. It is sad. And I'm not like knocking people that are monetized, that are doing it the right way. But these tragedy pimps is the one I got beef with.
Make a fool out of myself. Bitch, you wish I made a fucking fool out of myself. Go fucking suck a dick. Sounds like you haven't had a fucking dick and you're a fucking twat in a long time. If you did, you wouldn't be this angry. That is not a happy person, people. Wants to call me a tragedy pimp. Just remember, sweetheart, I don't go around looking to exploit people and their stories. I actually go down there and try to help them.
I love that babysitter. She is so sweet.
Yeah, she did text me yesterday. She was a sweetheart. She's mad because I gave her a fucking shirt. Oh, well.
Oh, the babysitter's so sweet. So sweet that she thinks it's cool to have a dump truck at a baby's at a baby's memorial. She thinks it's cool. Yes, I have a problem with her having that memorial on her front fucking porch. It's wrong. People's been coming at me over that. I don't care. I said what I said, and I'm saying what I'm saying. If you don't like it, I don't care. Because what I'm saying is the fucking truth. And that babysitter and fucking snot-nosed Mari are only doing that to piss Billy Joe and hurt Billy Joe and her family. Period. And if y'all don't see that, then I don't know. It shouldn't be at her house. It shouldn't be at Billy Joe's house. It should be in town, in a public place. Savannah's beautiful. I've been there on vacation, and it's like my favorite little town in the world. It really is. It's a little hidden gem. And there's just so much more they could do. And I don't agree with none of it.
You don't like it?
Hey, Marissa, put it, you're going to have to put it on subscribers only.
I thought it was on subscribers only.
Yeah, bro.
It's not on subscribers only.
It is?
It should be. I don't know how it would be.
Hey, Kimmy.
I don't see that fucking bitch getting off her ass and doing anything for fucking humanity. Not the main channel. Oh. It is. It's on subscribers only. There you go. Here you go.
On both channels?
It most certainly is. Yeah. There she is. Stick your tongue out. All right.
She is.
There you go.
Well, well.
Mallory saves the day.
I'm so happy to see your face.
How are you, little munchkin?
I'm
Munchkin butt.
really happy to see you.
Oh my goodness. Listen, it was so nice being in y'all's actual space, in your bubble, hugging and kissing and loving and all that good stuff.
Nice and warm, right?
It was cozy. Yes. Right?
It was.
Good times. Took a second to get used to it. So used to seeing you all like this, but you know, in 3D form, my God, it's a lot to take in.
Right.
Yeah.
Between Justin's bubble butt and Molly's, you know, girls, holy hell, right? Jesus. Hello, everyone in the side chat. I've got to pull up the side chat so I can see everyone over there as well.
Well, can you answer the big question? Oh my God, it's my house cleaning. Hold on. The big
Get
question
dressed.
is, are you mad at us because we didn't invite you anywhere?
Oh God, no. Listen, first of all, I think there was some miscommunications anyway. Truth be told, when I left the house that night, I had no intentions of going back to the house. I had done all that I wanted to do at the scene, at that particular house. Now, I didn't know if there was going to be any more filming in other locations or not, but I had planned on, because I don't get out very much. And I really was hoping that I could turn that little getaway into a half pleasure, half business trip, so to speak, because I was really looking forward to spending, I've been to Savannah several times, and it's a beautiful city. And I was hoping to take in a little bit of Savannah while I was there.
Yeah.
So there was that. Listen, but
Brandy, that's not
I wound
allegedly.
up feeling
That's
so poorly
fact.
anyway.
That's
I
proven on the
didn't
internet.
get to
She's
see
not
much
a
anyway
trickster.
because I had
That's
found when I
fact.
left the
I will
house,
say that is
I
fact.
literally
That's
forgot
fact.
every
She
bit of
does.
medicine that I
We've seen
take.
that.
Oh my God,
on the
man.
kitchen table. I had it out on the kitchen table so I wouldn't miss it. And I walked out of the house and I forgot it there. And I started having probably some withdrawals, you know, from my medicines.
Yeah.
And I just was feeling nauseous. I started getting the head zaps, and I wasn't feeling really up to par on that by Thursday. And besides that, I think that you all were under the impression that I had left Savannah that morning or the day. Well, you all were out and about doing your thing in Savannah the next day after I saw you all. I think you all thought that I had left town anyway.
Yes.
So, no, I'm not mad. I wouldn't have been able to participate like I did at full speed on Tuesday or Wednesday anyway.
Head zaps are awful. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like being electrocuted.
Yes, and I didn't realize they were a real thing until
my
I was trying to explain them to other people, and other people were able to validate that they're an actual happening.
Yes.
And they're very unsettling. So, no, I wasn't upset.
Jake, no one's here. Remember what I told you about? Like, I'll show you the wall thing.
Yeah, brain zaps, head zaps, yeah.
You've had them before, Justin?
Oh yeah. Actually, I get them even still, like when I'm going to sleep. You know how people feel like they're falling? I get just them like right between sleep and awake.
There you go. Okay.
I get it all over my body. It's like I've been electrocuted.
Yeah, it's like a little zap, like somebody's got a shock collar on you or something.
Mine's not a little zap. Mine's like, it's like they put those two paddles on your chest.
Jesus. Yeah, I would imagine some are more severe than others. Mine are just frequent, and they're just enough to throw me for a loop. And you know, they're no fun. They're definitely, anything out of sorts isn't fun whatsoever. So that's that. So were you glad to get home and see everybody, Justin?
Yes.
Listen, you love to go, but I tell you what, coming home is
No place like home.
yes.
You ain't kidding.
But I wanted, listen, everybody who watched me out there and was able to participate, you know, in my chats and stuff, they loved it. So, you know, I'm hoping that I can do more of that and go out in more locations in the future, because people were eating that up. So listen, people obviously want to see me get the hell out of the house more often. I just got to remember to take my medications with me from now on. So listen, I hope we can all meet up again soon.
You know what else? It would be nice to meet up under better circumstances.
Yes.
Because it's all just so sad. And it's not a party what people think that it is. You know, for us to share a dinner together.
Marissa, we sat down one time the entire time to have a meal. The rest of the time, it was fast food. We had to just eat. People bringing us food. That's all it was. And it was the day Dolly went to jail.
See, I would have suggested, and in fact, I did suggest. I mean, listen, You can't make these people do anything. But I did suggest, I'm like, listen, try to take some time to enjoy the city while you're here, even if it's just a couple hours. Just go like Marissa, go treat yourself to a nice massage at the spa or something. Just do something so that you can refocus and re-energize and just kind of step away from that scene for a hot minute. But
Marissa, you're live with Molly.
She had a mission.
They're saying isn't on sub only.
Yes, you have to decompress. Someone said you got to be able to decompress. And I know for me, that day that I was out there Wednesday, I needed that couple hours. When between the day shift and what I call the night shift, I had to have that couple hours to just regroup and just breathe, and then inevitably go back out there. But it takes a lot out of you. It takes I don't know how Bullhorn does it. I mean, Jesus to God, the energy that it takes to just be on scene like that day after day after day after day. And then when you were there, I mean, you were there for what, 4 days? I mean, you were really giving it all you had. I was able to go one solid day, and listen, I had my fill. I'm like, oh Jesus.
I know it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot. And yesterday I was so tired from staying up the night before, and people thought that I was heavily sedated on. I think they thought that I was on a morphine heroin cocktail.
That's one hell of a cocktail.
Yeah, I don't know. It had to be because I know I was falling asleep.
I mean, Jesus, and the fact that they think you could still stand after a cocktail like that, Jesus.
And then finding out that Aaron Carter died, and I had an episode. I had a major episode right there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a buddy of yours. That wasn't just a life coach patient. I call him a patient. A client. That was a buddy. That was somebody. So I'm sorry that you have that loss, that void of him that you're not going to have anymore. That's got to be a shock to your system. Period.
It was, but right before that, I had an episode in front of my son and my husband, and I had found out that my mom took a turn and she's back in the hospital. So I got to wait for my sister to get here.
Now, where's this? Did she go home and now she's coming back? Is that what it is?
No, she's home. And the only way that my mom feels comfortable is if she sits on the couch with a pillow between her legs. Okay. My stepfather stayed up the whole night. And when she falls asleep with the pillow, she ends up hitting her head on the coffee table.
Oh, God.
So my stepfather says that he's afraid to wait till the last minute because they're going to take her back to that nearest hospital that is not that good, that they want to take her back to they want to take her to Hackensack Hospital, which is a much bigger teaching hospital. And I'm in no shape to drive right now.
Does mom have a recliner for the house?
I just bought it. She got it 3 days ago.
Good. So you're ahead of me because I think that would really help her.
I bought it. It got there while I was down in Savannah. And she said that she's not ready for it. She said it makes her, she's not very comfortable in it yet.
All right. Well,
listen, she'll learn to love it, honestly.
She'll be able to nap in that. She'll be able to take cat naps. She'll get a lot of different positions in that. She can find a lot of comfort in that chair. So I'm glad you sent it to her so she has it accessible to her when she feels that she wants to utilize it. So
good for you.
Good for you. What a good daughter.
She's a very good.
Okay, I do want to say, I can't remember. Someone in the chat tell me who exactly it was. I think it was Jersey, the stroller girl. That who I don't know if I'm wrong. Please tell me. That said something about Molly's mom dying and some nasty bullshit. And I'm all for these people going down there and protesting the protesters. But honey, they don't give you a pass to say vile shit like that. You're gross. That don't make your side look any better. That really disappointed me. I lost my mom when I was very young, when I was a teenager, and that's a loss that you can't explain the hurt until you feel it, and I don't want nobody to feel that, and it's fucked up for anybody to say it. You're trash for that.
Daughter. She called and ordered trays while we were gone, and
trays.
She had the owner put on her credit card, and that way, anytime they call anyone food, they could just deliver it right to her.
Yeah, I now have a tab at the Italian restaurant with the owner. I said, listen, if my mother or father calls, put a $25 tip, give them anything they want. She can't cook. Just bring it to them and just charge me. Their first order was $230. Just their first one. I was like,
man,
I'm doing God for her. Hey, if it was your mother, would you do the same?
Well, yeah, I just don't. I don't know. Listen, give her what she wants, but Put a $10 tip. Listen, Charlie. Put a $10 tip. I'm not quite as generous. Can you deliver for $10? Listen, I just put it out there.
Here's the thing.
God, the $25 a pop. They'll be calling her to see if she needs a delivery. Listen, if you need some breadsticks.
Yeah, but it's my
She's
mom.
not going to be here
She's not
forever.
gonna be
Hey,
here forever.
Crumbs has
And if I
consequences.
do
Good to
something,
see you.
I will.
No,
And I have doctor appointments. I have an appointment. I got to be at that neurologist on the 10th. Absolutely must be at the neurologist. There is no skipping this one.
Right.
Otherwise, they said they're going to be done with me.
Yeah, you don't want them to be done with you. You just go and be there.
Well, they sent me a letter. They said that I could find treatment somewhere else if I keep skipping them.
Yeah, they don't have time to play because there's other people that want that slot and want that treatment. That's what it's about. So that's just how it is.
After the 10th, I will take an Uber back. My
Tokyo,
husband over there,
thank you.
spends
You
a
know
few
I
hours over
love
there.
you.
And he said,
Tokyo
I
is
have to
my
say,
niece,
I'll
and
go to
people
his mom,
better
I'll go
not
to your
fuck
mom.
with her.
And I'm like,
I know,
Adrian.
Don't be fucking with
Thank
my
you.
family.
Thank you.
Love you, Tokyo. Thank you, baby.
I think your mom's listen. They got some treatments now or nothing. I mean, they're so far advanced than they used to be, even just 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Listen, I think your mom is going to be just fine. You just get those feelings, and I think you probably have that same feeling deep down that your mom's going to pull through this just fine, and she's in good hands. You're going to take good care of her. So just be there for her during her treatments the best you can. And you're doing that.
She wants my sister to come back from Florida, but my sister's like, Marissa, they took away all my sick days, they took away my vacation, everything. And I'm like, oh my God. She's like, I need something to keep my place.
My God.
I'm thinking, oh my God.
Crumbs have consequences. We're on it. We'll get him too. Screw him.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? No, I used to be his life coach a couple of years ago. MGO was Aaron Carter's life coach. Look how he turned out. Coach yourself. It's safer. How about you go fuck yourself?
Yeah. Marissa,
What a disgusting thing
that's
to say. It was 2 fucking years ago. I have no control over someone that wants to take drugs. Go fuck yourself.
You knew that was coming. I mean, we were all prepared for that.
I wasn't. Who the fuck says something like that?
Haters, absolute haters. And listen, haters are cruel.
What the fuck?
They're absolutely cruel. That's what they do. They sling
Coach
the most cruel
yourself.
shit they can think of.
Coach yourself.
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago.
Just heartless people.
It's amazing.
They don't even have a fucking home when somebody dies.
Yeah, and I guarantee you helped him with things during that time period that he needed help with.
And I was very effective. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And life goes on, life moves on, new problems arise. And, furthermore, we have no idea exactly what happened to this young man.
Right.
So, to make a statement like that, which that I'm telling you, that's not going to be that's not going to be the first or last statement that comes across like that, because you have a lot of haters out there. That's just the way it is.
Boy, people are
Now,
something.
just remember, people hide their addictions. You do understand that, right? No one is going to come out and tell a therapist or a life coach that they're doing something. The only time they're going to come out and tell somebody is if they're a drug counselor while they're already in addiction. It wasn't my place to talk to him about addiction. Mine was to talk about him and his relationship with his brother. And it worked effectively.
Yeah. So he was compartmentalizing.
Yes, absolutely. We never really talked about drugs. Did we talk about Michael Jackson? Did we talk about the people in Hollywood that may have hurt him as a child? Absolutely. Yes, we did. What's the matter? You couldn't get a rise out of me down in Savannah, so now you think you're going to get it here? Yeah. It sure is easy to act tough when you have a bunch of cameras on you, right? Right? For protection. They're just words. I know exactly what I did for Aaron. And you want to know something? I know all the things that Aaron has told me, and they're not going to leave these lips. And I never turned my back on him. And in the end, he knew that he could count on me.
And sometimes that's the most important and best thing you can do for a friend is, let them know you're there, keep that door open for them, and just learn to step back. You step back, and just keep that door open. And that sometimes a friend, that's all we need from a friend, is just to know that that door is there when we need it. We need to walk through it. We need a shoulder. We need someone to talk to, an ear. We need some advice. Listen, Marissa was there for Aaron, and I have no doubt that he knew that. He knew that.
He knew. He had to
You
learn
can
the hard
tell by
way.
their interactions. We've all seen, a lot of us have seen the interactions, and that's just not counting the private interactions that you have, of course, but just the ones that the two of you shared publicly. You can see that there was a camaraderie between the two of you. It was genuine. There was a trust there. He had a trust for her. He wasn't like Ryan Upchurch, for example, jumping on any old Joe Blow's panel down here in Balsaca, YouTube. He did that because he trusted Marissa. He felt comfortable with Marissa. So, that was a pretty big deal, the regard that he held Marissa in my opinion.
I felt it. Yeah, I felt it. And he stuck up for me as well. He did. He stuck up for me as well.
Yeah. Because you have to think how many people were out to get him. How many people were out to, just drag him over the coals, because people love to kick people when they're down. That's just the reality. That's the world we live in. And, he stumbled in life. He had plenty of stumble points, and people were kicking him all over. Marissa just was one of those people that he knew was there to lift him up and not going to wind up dragging him or abusing him in some way or taking advantage of his friendship or, so listen, I could go on, but it just infuriates me when haters like that, they just have no control. They have no decency whatsoever. Well, I just woke up. Let's see. Hello, Snosberry. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I've been reading some of your comments out there, people, and thank you very much for the support. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, goodness gracious. No, Marissa didn't judge him at all. So there's that. And, when you're somebody with celebrity attached to you, it's got to be very difficult to find people who aren't there for the wrong purposes or who aren't there to attach themselves like a barnacle to your backside and just weigh you down and become entirely self-serving off your back. It's got to be difficult. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Thank you. But anyway, overall, are you feeling okay, Marissa? I know you got a lot on your shoulders, but this is probably what you needed to come on here and just kind of get away from, just get away for a hot minute and just talk to your supporters. And that's what I'm thinking. Are you there, Marissa?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Just
checking.
I just wish it wasn't all happening at once.
I'm sorry, Marissa. People are very cruel.
All happening at once.
It is a lot at one time. Thank you, prank caller. Thank you.
I have to say, I am shocked at the timing of his passing. Just very shocked that it was yesterday.
And just like a baby in comparison to me. I mean, Jesus, 34 years old. 34, you're practically just getting started because you graduated out of your awkward 20s. You're just trying to get a bearing in life for the most part. You're settling into kind of who you are as a person. And listen, it's incredibly unfortunate. Poor fella. And I read that I didn't realize he had a child. I read on somewhere that he had
Got a baby, a newborn baby.
he's got a child, and I'm like, oh Jesus, the goodness.
It's a
Oh.
baby. The mother, the grandmother's taking care of the baby, from what I know. Melanie's mother is taking care of the baby. He was very split. He was very confused about the relationship with this girl Melanie. Very. And I always used to tell him, you need a girl that is more homely, caring, not a girl that's, working in the nightclub industry and, cares more about, bartending and lingerie and Instagram modeling, and her priorities were just, and they never got along. They could not get along. I kept telling him, I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't think that you should do that. I said, she's taking you into a dangerous path.
Yeah, he probably needed somebody to help keep him more grounded.
And that was me. And he knew it. But
Someone to keep him calm.
and I did that. And when she talked him into sitting on a bed playing a guitar naked for tips, I told him this is wrong.
Okay, I'm done with this bitch. I had to let Dolly go on a little bit so that way I can use his stuff for fair use so he can't strike me. But Nick Carter and Aaron Carter are brothers. It is kind of sad he died, but I followed him on Instagram for a long time, and you could see him slowly just deteriorating. He slowly killed himself. I mean, I'm not saying that like the S word, but yeah, it wasn't surprising, and it's sad, and I think Molly's milking it because I think Molly. Hold on, let's find something else. Give me 1 second. And fuck you, Moose Knuckle, Molly, and Jaundice.
Turtle Gang, hit that like button as you come in.
Yeah. Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Loose leaf and I'm coming down my roof, leaving, don't get.
Rat snitch. She's telling on people. That's why the police protect her. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I ain't gonna get all into the police
I'm not going to play that
corruption
music
and things like
shit
that.
that's got.
It's good to see you, Gone Girl. Thank you so much for your donation. Good to see my people.
Funny, oh, shorty talk about, oh,
Shit.
I'm on the cause I think I'm the
Police, okay? Especially crooked Southern police. It's almost like a bad movie,
Crooked Southern
okay?
police.
So I'm up out of the state of Georgia. I finally made it back home to Virginia. I got some
Dude,
good sleep. I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay.
he just don't
Everything
even know
has
about the
ended
South. He
and
really
gave
don't,
up on
doesn't.
Leilani. Everybody had to take a little break. Molly, everybody went home. Betty went home. I hung out for a little bit yesterday in Savannah and the surrounding areas there in South Carolina. And then I got the hell up out of Dodge, okay, and drove pretty much through the night. Got back home to the studio. And let me tell you, I'm glad to be back up in the house, okay? So it's just about, you know, decompressing from all this madness and everything that went on. And, you know, just wow, it was just so much. Now, everybody thinks, you know, that everybody's given up, but they haven't. Everybody's just regrouping because we've been down in Georgia so long. And there don't look like there's going to be no sign of arrest. It seems like the police are taking Leilani's side or protecting her at least. Why? I have no clue. Why? I pretty much know because, you know, Billy Joe is a rat snitch. She's telling on people. That's why the sure everybody was safe. They never did that. Let's jump over and just everybody had to take a little break. This is a lot different than I could be in a damn Georgia jail cell. So it's good to be in a place I don't have to worry about the damn police, okay? Especially crooked Southern police. It's almost like a bad movie, okay? So I'm up out of the state of Georgia. I finally made it back home to Virginia. I got some good sleep. I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay, everything ain't ended. We ain't gave up on Leilani. Everybody had to take a little break. Molly, everybody went home. Betty went home. I hung out for a little bit yesterday in Savannah and the surrounding areas there in South Carolina. And then I got the hell up out of Dodge, okay, and drove pretty much through the night, got back home to the studio. And let me tell you, I'm glad to be back up in the house, okay? So it's just about, decompressing from all this madness and everything that went on. And, just, wow, it was just so much. Now, everybody thinks, that everybody's given up, but they haven't. Everybody's just regrouping because we've been down in Georgia so long. And there don't look like there's going to be no sign of arrest. It seems like the police are taking Leilani's side or protecting her at least. Why? I have no clue. Why? I pretty much know because, Billy Joe is a rat snitch. She's telling on people. That's why the police protect her. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I ain't going to get all into the police corruption and things like that. It is good to see you, Gone Girl. Thank you so much for your donation. That's a 2020 twin where I'm from. Thank you, girl. That's super awesome of you. So, as you guys have watched the videos of me grabbing the bullhorn, I never touched a lady, so if I go to jail, the police down there, they completely lie on me. The police say I watched it on video. You grabbed this lady's arm. Okay. This is what the police is telling me. And I am going to, get that body footage from their cameras of what the police arrest me. He said, I seen you on video, grab this woman's arm, which is absolutely a lie. Never touched a woman. Not one little fingertip even touched her hand. Any part of her body that I ever touched. Okay.
I'm going to say this. What you did to that woman, even though I don't agree with the stuff she does, she didn't deserve that. And you and all your little clowns justifying this domestic violence. Yeah, it might not be, everybody wants DV's this and that. DV is DV. Just like your name, Dolly Vision, DV, domestic violence. It's real. And I'm not going to stand for any motherfucker sitting here defending it like John is. I got a video on him defending it. How the fuck you going to defend this shit?
The police completely lied. They arrested me for obstruction of justice when I never said a word. Okay? Never argued, never fought, never said nothing. So they just putting you in jail for all kind of shit, right? Just anything. But they can get away with whatever they want out there. Okay, so they thinking it shut us down. So as I told you guys, me, Molly, Betty, all of us went walking down the street, and the big bad Billy Joe ran. We're gonna take a little look at that because I want to show you guys just how she thinks she's a badass, and she thought we were gone, but no, we're not that easy to get rid of. Okay, so let's jump over to this video. If you haven't, guys, make sure you check out Chronicles of Olivia. This girl makes some awesome videos. Okay, so they even had a clown show up. Okay, but you showed up late. The clown was late to the party. Okay, he wasn't a very good clown. I don't think rap should pay him because he was late. Okay, he was a little late to the party. Give me 1 second. And once again, the police back at the house the next day. So make that 51. Remember when they said the police were called out there 50 times? Well, make this 51. Okay. Justice for Quentin.
Later in this video. That clown was posted by Chief Hattie.
So we've got a clown here.
I want to give you some money. Today, Bullhorn Betty went live again in front of the home of missing 20-month-old Quentin Simon. A pumpkin that once had Quentin's initial carved in it now lays in a ditch.
I did that pumpkin. Look at my cue.
The Georgia sun. It's a quiet morning on Buckhalter Road.
Betty ain't scared of the police. I got to give Betty that. Now, Dolly, don't like the police.
Discuss some things out here and, some laws and just talk about me as press out here and what law enforcement is doing to hinder my rights here as press.
You can gather anywhere else but in front of that house.
Personal capacity as a peaceful protester. We've got a lot of laws being violated out here in Chatham County, lots of them. We have watched law enforcement, doctor affidavits that they have turned in, doctorate. And here's a prime example. We have videos right now of law enforcement out here with a gentleman that lives at 529 Buckhalter, taking a bat
Mac
out to
Fry.
assault peaceful protest.
That is the Mac Fry gentleman that they're talking about that came out with the bat. You know, that's what I'm saying. They're whatever the neighbors do, it's fine. Whatever, if a protester steps in the street or a protester does anything wrong, they're going to jail. If they not go to jail, they'll make up things to put you in jail. Like I said, they could have just said, okay, well, you grabbed a bullhorn, we're going to charge you with assault. But they went ahead and made up another charge so they could hit me with 2 charges, right? They were disorderly conduct. At what point was I disorderly, and what conduct is disorderly? Okay, like I never raised my voice, I never screamed, I never put my hands on anybody. They also sit there and lied and said they see me on video grab this lady's arm, which will be on these officers' body cams, which is absolutely a lie. I know by now most of you guys have seen that video. It shows me grab the bullhorn. Okay, that's it. Never touched the lady, grabbed the bullhorn. So the officers lied. They hit me with charges that were fabricated because I never put a hand on that lady. If anything, I broke her bullhorn, which it didn't even break it. Okay, so I grabbed a bullhorn. So I literally went to jail for grabbing a bullhorn on some bullshit charges. Okay, crazy.
Protesters. They omitted that from a report that they turned in under oath. That was law enforcement that did that. We watched another law enforcement, big fat guy, looks like he was a little irritated because he got taken away from his multiple meals a day, come out here and on camera said he knows what he saw, and he saw Dolly touch a woman. We have since disputed that and debunked that. We know
True
now
that.
Dolly, after a woman was, which again,
Guys, and I have on video the lady, okay, that I grabbed the bullhorn from, admitting out her own mouth that she tried to run these people over not once, but twice, and that I never touched her. Out her own mouth, and that she was paid to be there, okay? So out her own mouth, I had it on video clip. I'm going to dig that video clip up in a minute, or have it downloaded to my laptop. But it's just her basically admitting that she did what Bullhorn Betty is saying she did, okay? And I'm going to play it right for the judge. So that I ain't so much worried about the charges down in Georgia because, like I said, I have on video the lady admitting that she tried to run over 2 different people with her car. She struck Betty. You know what I'm saying? So it's all on video. Me grabbing the bullhorn is on video. You know what I'm saying? Me never touching this lady is on video. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole bunch of shit to try to get rid of protesters. But if you try to get rid of protesters, then you're violating our rights. Okay, we have the right to protest anybody we want, as long as we ain't hurting nobody. And if the police was out there policing that area, I wouldn't have had to police that lady. I wouldn't have to disarm her from the weapon she had in her hand. Okay, just like I told the police. I was like, if I wanted to put my hands on her, there was nothing between us but air. I could left, right, hook that woman, slam unconscious in a matter of seconds, but I didn't. I just disarmed her, walked off. Never said nothing to her, nothing. So it is what it is.
the assault on that woman we saw with the car going up to her as she's cleaning the fish off here because Billy Joe decided to litter and dump garbage
Fish and
in
shit.
her front yard, or excuse me, on the public easement, which again, $500 fee. But that's not
She put in the public easement. She didn't put it in her yard. She dumped in the public easement fish eggs, and manure. Instead of going out looking for her grandchild, she had plenty of time to do all that. Okay. When she was in there smoking crack, probably in a closet inside that house. Rose, thank you. Have you heard grandma is CI for the prosecutor? She is turning people in. Billy Joe is a snitch. There's no doubt in my mind. But hold on, I want to get off track of this video yet. We'll get into all that.
apply to this family here. So we've got law enforcement deciding which laws they're going
We got
to
1,600 people and only 800 likes. Let's get those likes up. A dollar, guys.
here in this county. I am out front of this home to prove a point that they cannot stop me as press from reporting a news case. We've been covering this case for weeks. I have every right to be here just like everybody.
And this is my thing. I don't know why Billy Joe gets up in the face of Olivia. Olivia is super sweet. And I tell you this, Olivia's mom's from Cuba, okay, and she looks like a tough ass woman. Okay, I've only talked to her a few times, but she's really sweet when she talks to me. But she looks like a woman you wouldn't want to fuck with. I'm just saying, Olivia's mama. I was thinking, Olivia's mama.
I like your style. See you every time. And on my I like your style. See you every time.
He goes up and gets in Olivia's face. I'm thinking, Mama Olivia's about to 2-piece the shit out Billy Joe. I'm surprised there wasn't a 50-second call and we ain't bonding Mama Olivia out. You know what I'm saying? Olivia's mama out of jail. She was about the next one to go, I think. She's probably thinking, man, I'm about to be in there next to Dolly. Okay?
Else. They're trying to tell us we need permits. According to the ACLU, that is not true. We're not impeding traffic. We're on public easement. We are doing everything lawfully that we are supposed to be doing. The people that were arrested out here, we were never even associated with, and they are driving the narrative. Here's the problem.
Yeah, absolutely. The only person I knew that went to jail was me. Everybody else I didn't know. No, wait. Well, I had met the one guy, and I guess that was originally went to jail. And the first time I had met him. Okay, so I had met him and talked to him a few times out there, but I don't like know him like that. I know them a little bit better now. But at that time I didn't. So I really didn't know too many of these people. Like the girl that was beating on the house, she's the same one that came up and was like, I talked to 3 psychics, all 3 psychics, 15-minute sessions. They all gave me the same thing. Y'all remember that crazy ass woman, right? That lady scared me. I had to keep backing up from her. I was like, this lady is, I don't know what she's been drinking, but it was a magic potion, that's for sure.
Mainstream media out here is throwing up and parroting everything that
Hey,
law
Casey
enforcement
Glass.
wants them to parrot. That's the difference between us, alternative media, and mainstream media. That is the difference. Because right now, I look at the numbers of mainstream media, and they are mad that YouTubers are out here dominating the news waves.
I said the exact same thing. I said the news is mad. That's why they won't say protesters. They'd rather call their own citizens of their own place that watch their news hecklers. Okay, hecklers and YouTubers. That's what they'll say. They won't say protesters. They'll say YouTuber. They'll say heckler, but they won't say protester. Right? Are they trying to hide the fact that people in the community are mad? Right? So when the news people come out there, the locals are screaming out fake news, shit like that. That they don't even want to have, the locals don't even want to have parts in their own news because they run with the narrative that the police want. It's as simple as that. Everybody in Savannah knows it. Them news agents kiss their ass so they can cover these stories, and you know what I'm saying? So they run with this narrative. And they're also a little bit bitter, these smaller news channels, that YouTubers are controlling the story. People ain't coming to them for the story. They're coming to us for the story. So they're trying to take little jabs at us in the media. But the facts are the facts. We're doing more views than you. More people are watching it. More people are getting their information from us about what's going on in the case. You guys were slack. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. But, it's kind of crazy that, I'm thinking just like Betty. That's what it is. I said the same thing yesterday. I was like, this is pretty much what's going on. And she's pretty much seen it the same way I've seen it.
Covering a case that they're barely getting attention on from their own media sources. Do you know that we have had more views on my show, Dolly Vision Show, Justice for All, Chronicles of Olivia, Marissa, than all of the news?
I really
Oh,
appreciate
shit, I
how
hit
she's
with
always
commercial.
looking after me, making sure I eat right.
This
She doesn't
is
just
mine.
make my lunch. The care she puts in makes my whole.
Wait, let's mute that. All right, hold on. Commercials. I gotta pay that $10.
Around here combined. So now we have media also deciding to attack us.
Dolly, that's
Even
funny.
though
You don't
us
even have
attacking us
YouTube
are
Premium.
their
Fuck,
own
I got that.
Which is insane.
Right?
And I'm poor,
Right?
and you out
But
there
here's the
fucking
problem.
dry begging, and you ain't even got YouTube Premium.
They said they had 50
I
calls.
want to address something.
Wow.
Something else too. Okay, about people saying, okay, I'm going to address 2 things. The media does the exact same thing we do. When they come out the house, they run up, start screaming questions, just like the YouTubers. Okay, they run up, start screaming questions. They're no different what Betty's out there doing, what I was out there doing, than what Fox News is out there doing, WTOC, whatever that bullshit is channel they got down there with the little white cars and whatever they are. Right? Thank you, Dolly, for helping us fight for the justice for sweet baby Quentin. You're welcome. Thank you for your donation. And look, guys, it's hard to fight for what's right when the police ain't on your side. Okay, you would think the police would have backed us. They would have came out there, made sure that nobody ran us over, gave us an area to protest in. You know what I'm saying? Made sure everybody was safe. They never did that. They never did that. Okay, like I'm in a state where they ain't gonna let you get ran over by cars and shit here. They're gonna coordinate something, mark it off. Then when they cut down a tree here, they put a cop on the scene to make sure nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? That's just when they cut a tree down. You think we're gonna have some hostile ass shit in the streets of Virginia like this where I'm at, and they're not gonna put a cop right there sitting there with you the whole time? I mean, even in Virginia Beach, we got 3 cops that stand on each corner. Right? There'll be a cop every other block, just standing. You know what I'm saying? We post cops up like it ain't shit. They don't. Okay? They'd rather go back and forth down the road the whole night than sit one cop there, watch what's going on, maintain the peace, make sure everybody's safe, control traffic. Okay? If he even stands in the road telling people slow down, there's protesters, on a median that ain't much because there's a ditch. So protesters don't have much room. So if somebody makes a bad move in one of those cars, it could be really a quick turn into a tragedy. Okay? That's the worst part of it. That's why Betty's wearing a yellow. That's why I had got a yellow stuff that said, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to get ran over. That's the biggest danger out there. And of course, you got killers directly behind you that you don't know what they're going to do. They're on drugs. It's clear that Billy Joe is on drugs. You see her jaw. She's still on drugs. She comes out between smoking crack cocaine, and you see the anger. And her anger shouldn't be at us. It should be at the situation she's in. Instead of doing all these things that this other YouTuber's telling her to do to mess with the YouTubers, you should be out honestly looking for your fucking grandbaby. Okay? If your grandbaby ain't in that landfill, you should be begging your daughter for answers just like I was out there doing. Basically just begging, please tell us something. Please tell us something. That's what you should be doing. And maybe she'll break for you. She didn't break for Dolly. You know what I'm saying? She didn't break. She's kind of emotionless. But maybe, Billy Joe, you watching, I know you do. Get these answers. Let's get this baby the proper burial at once. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen anyway. I've been saying that. Leilani's going to jail at this point. I don't think they're going to charge her with murder anyway, because let's be honest, there ain't going to be much left by the time they find this baby. At this point is what I'm saying. So let's give that baby the proper burial. Let's end all this madness in Georgia. What's going to happen is that it'll turn into illegal stuff, and boom, this ain't going to stop. You think a sign in your yard is going to stop people from messing with you? It's not. Your whole community around you don't. You see, the YouTubers left, but you're still going to get it from your own community. The people that running up beating on your windows, they weren't YouTubers. The people blocking your driveway that went to jail, they weren't YouTubers. They're your neighbors. Okay, so you got to deal with these people for the whole time you live there. You know, the good thing about me is I get to leave. They don't. Just because we're two people, me and Betty, that's just two of us. Okay, when we had the team down there with, you know, everybody, that's a lot more people. But for the most part, it's two people. And you've seen these people crack. You've seen them break. You see the lady out there dressed like a hooker doing crack cocaine. It has to be crack. Okay, she got crack jaw like I ain't never seen in my whole entire life. This woman has to be on crack cocaine. It's the only thing I've ever seen, or methamphetamines. She's on something and she looks terrible. I seen a picture of Billy Joe from a year ago. I got to find it on my. The intent is to create a ton of chaos. We just recently went to Idaho. All the videos are on my page. All right, with looking for Michael Vaughn, little monkey. And we sat with his mother, met with his mother, went and searched, went and looked, shared information, went and checked out what registered sex offenders, everything in the area. There was never no chaos. There was never no screaming in her yard. There was never no fighting this lady. You know why? Because she came out. Because she's an innocent woman. She's like, look, I want to help. I want anybody to help. I'll help you. I'll do whatever I can. And you can see she was a broken woman, right? These people ain't the same, right? So you think when people blame YouTubers to go, oh, they turned this into a big, no. This was going to be a circus either way. You know what I'm saying? It was. You see, clowns are showing up. It's a circus, okay? But it wasn't created by YouTube. Well, maybe the clown part was, because I know who sent the clown.
Think about this. They had 50 calls to this location.
51.
Yet they failed to protect us. They failed to even post a law enforcement agent here to find out what's going on. They did absolutely nothing to protect the people out here. According to the ACR protest, as people would like to call it, law enforcement is to separate.
And mods, if you could you please post the iPhone link to join up as a member? Because a lot of people that are watching out the ether, we're going to be on members only for a good little while because trolls have been so bad, especially with everything with this case and all the hate channels and all that thing. So if you want to get into the chat, you got to hit that join button, or you got to hit that link that we post in the chat that's for iPhone, iPad, shit like that. I don't know why it don't show up on iPhones. That's some, you know, YouTube needs to address in the future, but if my mods can do that membership link right there. Thank you, Arkansas.
Those groups. And to make sure that those groups are separated so everybody can peacefully protest and have their voices all be heard. You guys heard me the other day begging law enforcement to just move them on the other side of the driveway, and they refused, putting us in harm's way. A woman that just utilized her vehicle, her very own vehicle, to try to hit somebody, cleaning up the fish that this grandmother used to desecrate.
And I do have the video of the lady herself driving the car admitting that she tried to hit both of them people with her car. She admits it. I don't know how stupid people can be, but she admits it. She admits that I never put a hand on her. And she also admits she tries to hit these ladies with the car. You know, when I showed that to the judge, you know, dolly walking. Dolly doing a dolly walk right out that bitch. It's almost like the moonwalk, but it's frontward, okay? I just slide frontwards, okay?
Her own son's area, her grandson's area. The grandmother did that. Despicable woman. Very despicable woman. I am allowed here as media to say whatever
Raiders
I want.
Nation.
That's the power of media. I don't have to drive the police chief's narrative. I'm allowed to be an independent thinker. I'm allowed to utilize my...
Now, I am going to get the same camera that Olivia got. I love it. You know, I watched the video. She's been shooting with it. You know, I got to check it out a little bit while I was there. It's so expensive. But I am going to end up getting the same camera because it's the camera I want. And but I won't have that great-ass narration voice like Olivia. She just got the voice for it. Like, she needs to be on Netflix or like Hulu or something like that.
My reporting for my opinion, not
Welcome,
somebody
Mike.
else's. So, you know, that's the power and the beauty of YouTube and the beauty of the Constitution. These are the people that put on a badge. When they give the oath, they give the oath to uphold the laws and Constitution. Do you know that they violated?
Look, here's the thing. Betty is a small woman. She's damn sure. I think the police are pretty intimidated by Bullhorn Betty. Right? I don't know if the police, you know, I can't say they are, but I know the damn sheriff department was like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but let's get Dolly the hell up out of jail fast as we can. Okay? Because that lady out there is screaming her ass off. And they didn't look like they were used to that. Okay? They don't look like they never had nobody show up at the damn police station with bullhorns screaming to let somebody out of jail. But hey, you see Dolly sitting in the studio and not in a damn jail cell in some hillbilly ass backwood town in Savannah, Georgia. Okay? I get to sit in my studio.
Dolly, nobody's going to forget this. You piece of shit. Even your record from the time you were a teenager or juvenile from now is trash. You never tried to get better.
Dolly did not hit anybody. He did not hit anybody.
Oh, Dolly's assaulting her!
see how mine's starting. So, but you ain't gonna get out here and you ain't gonna disrespect me, lady. You ain't gonna get out here and call me names. You ain't gonna scream in my face on a goddamn bullhorn. You ain't gonna do it for no more. She ain't using that bullhorn no more. She ain't out there screaming nothing at me. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you that. I can tell you that.
Who's that? That guy don't even know who I am. It's funny, I'm out here and they don't even know who I am. I'm not allowing them. Please tell me I have to let them. I'm not allowing them. Please tell me I have to let them. That's what they told me. That's what they told me. They said that's an easement. They can use it for what they want to.
Puff me a legal blunt and decompress, right? Decompress from the madness. Okay. GP, thank you. The OG, thank you for joining up. So yeah, it ain't over with. The battle's just begun. And like I said, they're going to jail. I think Billy Joe's going to go to jail. Why ain't the police pulling her over and getting her for crack? How is she getting the crack to the house? Okay. Was that dude that just came up to the house? Did you see him? Was that the crack man? Somebody's taking her crack. Okay. You can't grow crack in your backyard. Okay. Everybody hashtag that. You can't grow crack. And she's smoking crack. Somebody has to be, she either has to be going to get the crack or somebody has to be bringing her the crack. But either way, she ain't going to jail. Okay. But if you touch a bullhorn, you go to jail. But apparently you can deliver crack cocaine to that house, or you can leave the house and go get crack cocaine. If I was the police, I'd pull her ass over. Okay, pull her over. They got crack on them. You got to have crack to have crack jaw. Okay. When the police sees you like this and they don't search you, that's an injustice to the public. Because we know you on crack. You got a crack stem in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You probably bought some Choy Boy at the damn store. I've done seen it. I live in the hood. I've done seen more crackheads than I can count. I know a crackhead from 100 yards. It's like a blur, but I know it's a crackhead. It's the way you walk. Y'all are like fucking zombies. Okay. And I'll share a story with y'all. And this is a true story. I can't make this up. So a lot of y'all know I was a singer of a metal band. I toured a bunch of shit. But anyway, our studio was in the hood. And I mean the hood. I'm talking about walk outside this motherfucker sleeping on the street. You know what I'm saying? Playing the saxophone. I'm talking about bump. Can get a cigarette. I mean, just bad, right? But we had to have a big area for our studio. And it was secure. But you couldn't break in it, for sure. You couldn't break in this building. We had it secure as shit. But it was in the hood. And they would beat on the door. And we had these big things that bolted the doors shut. So to open the door, you had to literally almost unbolt the doors of the building. So my buddy, my guitarist, he would give them like cigarettes, like homeless people cigarettes and shit. So they would keep coming out there. And I told him, I was like, look, man, don't give them anything. It's like a cat. You feed it, they're gonna keep coming back. You know, and they're coming up here looking like fucking zombies. I was like, y'all got goddamn zombies beating on the band room door. You know, don't give them people shit. Don't feed the zombies. Okay. I don't know if you ever noticed the big banners that I got in the studio. They say don't feed, and it's a zombie on it. And I got that from crackheads in the hood. Like, don't feed them because they'll keep coming back, right? So we had a song called Don't Feed the Zombies. So I just want to share that with you. That's how we got the name of the song. It was because these crackheads, you know what I'm saying? And like, you don't see many crackheads around here anymore. To be honest, everybody's junkies these days. Everybody's dying from the fentanyl. It's terrible in Virginia. And it's sad. I've been lost so many friends. I can't even count. In 1 year, I lost like 3 or 4 friends. I was just brokenhearted the whole year. Like I was losing people close too, right? And I'm strong against anti-hard drugs. Like I try to tell my friends, man, don't mess with that shit. Don't, you know, you could do one little line, not thinking you're doing some cocaine or something. Next thing you know, you dead. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You know, especially when you're getting older, you ain't 20, your heart can't handle them hard fucking drugs. You're gonna end up dying. So I'm always been anti-hard drugs.
The Georgia Constitution, do you know that law enforcement violated the laws of Georgia? You know that?
I don't have a court date for the charge, okay? That's a weird thing in itself, too. All right, and the right thing would be if the DA would just be to drop all that shit. Because it's stupid. There's a video. Why waste the court's time? Right? They're watching what's going on. There's videos of me grabbing a bullhorn. But I'm going to, of course, send the video of the lady saying she tried to run the people over. And you never know. The DA might bring her up on charges. You know, because I'm going to send that right over to the DA of her admitting that she tried to strike 2 people with her vehicle. So, you shouldn't be confessing this shit on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the place for confessions. This is the place you keep all that shit to yourself.
The Chatham County Police Department has no idea. I know more about the law than the people that put a badge on that are in charge of upholding that law. This is not going to end well here.
And when you put that badge on, you swear to protect and serve and withhold the Constitution. That's part of it. Right? If you're violating people's constitutional rights, you swore not to do that. It don't matter who your boss is, right? Police. Here's the thing: you could have 100 good cops, and you can have one bad cop. And if them 100 good cops don't do something about that one bad cop, you got 101 bad cops. That's just the way it is. You lead by example. You know, you don't let if a police officer watches another police officer break the law, you should step in and arrest them at any point. I have seen officers do it, right? When cops overstep the boundary, another officer will be like, look, you are violating the law. You will be arrested yourself. You know, so I've seen it. I've seen officers confront other officers when they're doing something wrong. And that's what it should be. It shouldn't be just like we're a team or a gang, whatever our boss man says, that's what we're going to do. No, you didn't swear oath to that dude. You swore oath to the people of that city. That's who you swore oath to.
For Chatham County Police Department, because I am officially saying I'm going to do whatever I can, and this is my intent to sue Chatham County Police Department for the multiple violations they have perpetrated upon me, that they have perpetrated upon Jimmy, that they perpetrated upon every single protester out here that was demonstrating lawfully and under the law. I am still out here today.
Now, to be honest, I wasn't so much mad about the assault charge. Okay, grabbing something, some people would consider that assault. Okay, wasn't so much mad about it. You know, I'm a grown man. If I do something, I own what I did. I grabbed the lady's bullhorn. I didn't put my hands on her. I never touched her. That's the honest truth. But what got me is when they hit me with the other disorderly conduct. I didn't do anything disorderly. You know, it's like they were making up charges to try to, because I'm a YouTuber. And you notice the media, they made it a fact to name my name, my YouTube name, put my picture, my mugshot all on the news, but they didn't do that for everybody arrested out there. But they did that for me. They made sure my face hit all the fucking Savannah news. All right, let's put them all over the news. We got one of the YouTubers. Boom, boom, boom. Big deal. But I didn't break the law. You know, if they would have been doing their job.
I'm doing it because there's not a damn thing Chatham County Police Department can do about it. I am press credentialed, and in my personal capacity, I am able to protest as I see fit within the confines of the law. As you see, I am on what? Public easement. Public easement. This is owned by the county. This is owned by, and I guarantee they had federal funds coming in here. So that means anybody can stand here. Anybody. Not just the citizens of Georgia. That's how it works. That's how it works. So police.
That's how it works.
My suggestion to you would be, instead of protecting baby abusers and drug addicts, maybe you should start protecting the people that are upset that you're allowing baby abusers and drug addicts on your streets here in Chatham County. That would be my suggestion to you. You hear what I'm saying?
Now, me, I don't want to pick on the police too much. You know, I see, because the way it sounds like, because some people, they went up to the DA office too. I don't know if they even showed those videos, to be honest, of Olivia and them. But the one day that we wasn't there, they went to the DA's office. They went out and protested in front of the DA. You know me, I don't mess with the police. I don't protest the police. I try to stay away from the police. You know, I mentioned it a couple times because I don't think it's right. You know what I'm saying? But my thing ain't, I don't stand outside the police station. I don't try to mess with the police because I know, you know, you mess with the wrong police. I ain't saying all police officers are bad. There's shit. I support police. I know it's a dangerous job. There's some crazy people out there. You know, I know y'all got families, and I support the police. But there are some police out there that don't always do the right thing, and that scares me. You know, when I think I'm in an area that some police might do the wrong thing, I don't want to be there. You know, people go to prison for stuff they didn't do. I've watched, even on YouTube, you can go just put in cops planting drugs on people and watch how many videos pop up. It's scary. So when police start putting you in jail for things you didn't do, and you're like, okay, well, if you'll lie and say I did something I didn't do, you're liable to plant something on me. You know, and then I go to prison. Nobody believes me. You know what I'm saying? I don't do hard drugs. They think, you know, I got a kilo of fucking heroin or something on me. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is real. It really happens. And that stuff really scares me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm talking about the police. I don't mess with the police. Y'all do y'all thing. I do my thing. Y'all got to worry about me protesting no police stations. That's all Betty and them. I don't fuck with the police. That's where I draw the line.
So this is about justice for Quentin. Okay? These are beautiful shirts. I believe she was Tina that made them for me. I've got her thing in there. I just want to thank you for sending these out to us. We are wearing them. We are representing them. But this is Bullhorn Betty reporting.
Talking all that. I'm not gonna go back on what I said, but the shit wasn't right. I'll say that. Now you got that slack jaw bitch around you, talking all that crazy shit. Hell yeah, now you running around here, fucking trying to hide assaults. Justin trying to jerk down streams so that the world can't see Dolly abuse a woman.
That was a little disappointing, I won't lie.
Justin, guess what, bro? If I ever see a man whooping the shit out of you, I won't take the stream down. I'll keep it up for evidence of wrongdoing, sir. I won't try to conceal it. Even if that guy is my friend. I ever see somebody whipping the shit out of you and I'm videoing it, I won't try to jerk it down to conceal for a real woman beater who has a real past of really beating real women, Justin. Yes, sir. That's what you did. You tried to conceal it. So let's say somebody tries to do that to your mama, Justin. What if somebody tries to jerk some shit violently out your mama's hand, bro? You would want somebody to have a fucking video on that, won't you, you little bitch? You would, you little bitch, you. You play in a man's world, punk. I swear to God. You play in no fucking man's world, homie. You keep playing with them women over there, bro. Yeah. Quit that shit. You acting like a flunky. A real flunky, Justin. Trying to conceal men abusing women. Bro, I hope somebody don't never put their fucking hands on you. I hope that never happens to you, bro. For real. I hope nobody never gets to grab a hold of you, bro. When nobody would advocate for you. Because let me tell you what, Justin, you piece of shit. You motherfucker, you should have ran over there and got in between your homeboy and that woman, because you could have stopped your all of them. Hey, Billy Bob, Dolly, them motherfuckers ain't your friend, homie. They didn't even try to stop you. Hell no. No. Real friends don't bind you out of jail. Real friends leave you in jail. Real friends try to stop you from going to jail in the first place, you little bitch, you. All of y'all. Some fucking junky motherfuckers. Why you around here calling people junky motherfuckers? I can't.
So when he got
in front of 535 Buckhalter Road. This
I
is the
35,
place
baby.
where a 20-month-old child was abused for a very long time.
And Dolly was abused. I was abused there.
Abused for a very long time.
I was also
and they
abused.
had a 4-month-old baby that couldn't even talk. And I keep wondering.
I was abused by the police. They put them handcuffs on tight as shit. Okay. I gotta be honest though. I'm gonna say this because I know a lot of probably police and everybody down there. The people at the sheriff's department are really nice. Okay. The people at the jail, they were pretty pleasant. I ain't gonna lie. You know, they're a little bit nicer than my local jail. I would say. You know, if I had to rate them on my stay, whatever sheriff the head dude up there that got me out there quick, I give y'all good rating. Y'all were really professional. I thought everybody was nice. You know, believe it or not, you know, jail situation, but nobody was just extra mean or nothing. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't dropping elbows on you. You know, matter of fact, when I got to the jail, the first thing they did was switch my cuffs and loosen them up because they were so tight. Because the police, these tight ass handcuffing ass, right? But the people at the jail, really professional. And seen what was going on. They got me up out of there. So that guy at the jail, he's good people. I don't mess with him. You know what I'm saying? That dude needs a better position because he runs the jail great. Okay. It was calm. Wasn't like a bunch of crazy shit going on. Jail was clean to a certain extent. You know, for jail. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but yeah, it wasn't the worst jail I've been in.
What types of abuse they had. I had big posters blown up of Quentin.
That's
and it
so
showed
sad.
a big old bruise on his face.
Oh shit.
Count on Dish's 99% signal reliability anytime of year.
It showed purple marks on his arm. It showed purple marks on his leg. And still nothing. No charges. She peed dirty. No violation of probation. We keep trying to figure out why.
There ain't nobody in that house on Buckhalter Road that could piss clean right now. If you piss everybody in that house, I'm talking about from Michael to every last single one of them. Ain't nobody would piss perfectly clean. Now, I'm assuming some of them would piss dirty for weed, which I don't find a big deal. But I guarantee you that a good majority of them, from the old man to Billy Joe, Leilani, they all smoke crack cocaine. All of them. Every last single one of them. Right? Like Joe Rogan said. You know, I smoke rocks. What was it? No, Dave Chappelle. Some of you don't know about me, Joe Rogan. I smoke rocks, right? Because they're smokers. The ladies that were out in front of the house, okay, their criminal histories came out, you know, too. They're anti-YouTubers. They're not anti-protesters. They weren't there for the baby, according to them. I got that on video. They didn't even know what the baby's damn name was. Thank you for your super sticker, $1.99. Thank you so much. Yeah, so anyway, look, these people didn't know the baby's name, okay? They just came there to
I do know what Leilani has been doing with her kids and how she's done. It says she's changing. I'm texting you all this stuff. So apparently she's not changing for the good.
And then the more I seen a lot of stuff, and I was concerned. No, I did not call them facts because I voiced all my questions and concerns to Billy Joe, the grandmother. I started seeing things that wasn't quite right. I would call Billy Joe and I would tell her. I would text her. She didn't answer. She was at work. She'd text me back and she'd say, okay, I'm going to talk to Leilani. Several times the boys were outside. One particular morning, they were outside in the ditch. My daughter seen them and come running in. We went down there. Leilani was nowhere in sight. I called Billy Joe. She got in contact with Leilani. Leilani was home. She was just in the house somewhere. I kept texting Billy Joe. My daughter took pictures and sent them to Billy Joe of Quentin having bruises. Everything that I'm telling you can be backed up. This is not hearsay. This is not me trying to get attention. Who wants to get attention over a baby? We sent her pictures. I sent her multiple texts. She texted me back one day and she said, okay, I'm tired of this. I want you to keep the babies permanently until I can get back home. I told her I would. And I did. So it was about 2 to 3 hours later, she calls me back. She said, well, the right people knew what was going on. It was up to them to fix this. It was not just me that seen this. It was half of the neighbors on this block, on this road. And not only did I say I was worried and did something about it, so did half of the people on our road. So I never seen abuse. I seen 2 bruises, and that was at almost the end of him staying with us. And they wasn't open wounds. It was 2 bruises, and he fell at my house. He would get excited. So I don't know if they hit him or not. It didn't. Everything that happened will come out. So hate me, like me, I don't care. This is the truth. It's my side, but it is the truth. And like I said, I told the FBI, they have all these phones. They have all the messages where I've sent. Literally, Quentin come over the other day with bruises, belt bruises on his arm and on his neck.
scream at us and defend us, which is absolutely weird. And they were paid to do it by another YouTube channel to create chaos in a situation that is already chaotic, which is insane.
Is Chatham County Police Chief Hadley protecting this disgusting family so much so that he would rather throw good guys in jail than the bad guys in jail? We have followed the law. They have put us in danger. They failed to protect us. We had no choice but to protect ourselves, and that resulted in a lady having a bullhorn ripped out of her hand after she tried to assault multiple people. But again, they failed. They would have sat out 50 calls, by the way.
I know they should make me the sheriff of that town. I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want none of them ladies to get hurt. I was like, if y'all notice, I was just telling everybody, I was like, look, I ain't out here to protest. I'm just out here now to watch. I was like, they all got it under control, right? But when that lady started trying to hit people with the car and doing weird shit and like already assaulted people, I wasn't gonna let that go down anymore, right? Because the people out there of Savannah, that's who was about to get assaulted, right? So you're about to get assaulted by somebody from New Jersey in your town that has been paid to be there to harass me, right? I'm not gonna let that happen to that lady. The lady that was out there, she's a really sweet lady, really nice lady. She's been sitting out there every day, all day long in the Georgia fucking heat. You know what I'm saying? She's done more. That lady out there has done more for this kid than they have. She's one got signs made for it. You know, running, getting protesters drinks and different things. You know what I'm saying? The family ain't done none of that. They ain't walked out one time and said, "Hey, y'all want a glass of water? It's hot as shit out here in this Georgia heat. You want some ice? Can I make you some tea?" You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Okay. I just don't understand it. Just don't understand it.
50 calls. If they would have put an officer out,
If you're just tuning in, make sure you hit that like, guys.
and
If
see
you
what was
haven't,
really going on,
sub up
I
the channel.
guarantee Jimmy would have never gone to jail. But again, they failed to protect us in a specific
Billy
reason
Doll.
to try to thwart our constitutional rights. They just didn't show up. They didn't show up unless somebody on the other side of the country called them on the phone and said, "Oh my God, this stuff is going on." It wasn't coming from here. These were other YouTubers doing that, and they weren't even in this town. And what the problem is here is the police chief does not understand. We're very, very powerful on YouTube. Very powerful. You don't get to be seen by only 2,200 people online. You are literally seen. Let me tell you, since I've been here, we've had over 700.
Okay, so we got 2,000 people with us live. Like I said, that news report when it came out, when I watched it the other day, it had 2,500 plays. Like she said, simultaneously right now, we have more people locked in on us than they did their newscast. So you think about it, Betty's not lying. She's absolutely telling the truth. And you're talking between the channels, you're talking millions of views on this case. Has the media, their local media, have they brought millions of eyes to this case? No, but us YouTubers have. That is true. That is fact. Can't argue that one.
And 50,000 views. 750,000 views. That on this channel is more than all of the media around here combined. All of them. And that's why you get the assault from the media. They're not coming. You know what?
Now, I don't know how many plays I've done. I never looked.
Like, there's only been one media professional that has come up and asked me for my side of the story. Just one. Just one. It aired on channel 22.
I got this. Thank you for joining.
Other news outlets, not one person has reached out to me for my side of the story. That goes directly to the integrity of those news stations, because that shows you right there. They're not trying to find out the truth out here. They're not trying. They're driving only the narrative of the police chief.
Sophie, hey Dolly, love from Utah. Please look into Dylan Round's case too.
And that's what you guys are getting on your news.
Thank you so much for your donation, Sophie.
Working for the police chief. So guess what? Do you think you're going to? You think if the police chief is lying to you, do you think your media is going to be truthful to you? No. I'm curious. Has any of these local news outlets done any public record requests on body cam footage?
Brandy, much love from Savannah, Georgia. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Brandy. Thanks for being a great place. Look, hold on one second, guys. My alarm clock is going off. Let me play this and let me.
We stream out here all the time, and you see me just like I am today, directly in front of your face. I'm not out here. If I see them, they flip me off and call me a bitch. You bet your ass I'm calling her a bitch or a C, but right back. You bet your ass, because I'm allowed to. I can do that, and so can anybody else. Law enforcement will not thwart my right to my mouth. They will not thwart my right to publicly protest in my profession or my personal capacity, and they will not thwart my right in my professional capacity to bring this kind of information directly to you. So this is just a shout out to police chief. I will not have you intimidate me ever again. You've got Dolly. He's scared to come here. He's scared.
You damn straight I'm scared to go there, because the cops are, you know what I'm saying? Like once they got me for something I didn't do, right? And I ain't saying, I wasn't even upset about the assault charge, because some people would say grabbing that bullhorn, I guess it depends where you're at and what the law is on what you're charged with, could be a form of assault. Okay, I'll give you that. All right, that's why I argue, try to fight with them. I went peacefully. But as far as like the other charge was made up, and I'm just thinking, if you're gonna lie, and I even looked at him and said, man, why am I being charged? Why are y'all doing this to me? Right, Yolanda, thank you so much. Dolly, how about Jared with AWP? Wow. Okay, wow. I guess that Jade, welcome to the Murder Crew. Here's the thing. Maybe they'll give some of these channels that have been so hyper focused on what we got going on off our back a little bit. Okay, to be honest, I hate to say that, but yeah, it's terrible if he's accused. Look, here's the thing. I haven't really looked into it much before I speak on it. Okay, I just want you to know that I have heard he's been accused of some pretty bad things. Let me say this as a YouTuber: I've been accused of some pretty bad things. It don't always make it true. Okay, so before I go in on somebody and paint him out to be some villain or something I don't know.
But Dolly, your criminal record says otherwise. Do you want me to scroll that? You want to keep acting like you're all innocent? Do you want me to scroll?
I'm scamming money.
Because it takes a while to scroll through all the
they just hate my fucking face. But
you have no room to talk, Betty. Keep on.
So when people get attacked on the internet
lying
these days, I'm not so quick to jump on board with it. Okay, because it might be fuckery, it might be fake. There's so much stuff and there's so much hate that surround people, especially if you get attention. AWP, Yolanda, Dolly, I love you. I love you guys too. Okay. once you get a little bit of attention, people get jealous. I don't know. I love to see people succeed. Everybody, my haters, I don't want nothing bad to happen to my haters. I hope all y'all channels do really fucking good. Just leave me alone. Right? But I like to see people succeed. I'm not a hater. If the next person's doing good next to me, then I'm gonna try to rub up on you so some of that goodness comes off and I get some of that love. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hate on you. You know, I want everybody to have a Lambo and a nice house with a pool in the backyard. That's just how I feel. I think everybody, deserves that. At least a Lambo. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Jared did, to be honest, so I don't really speak on the guy before I look into it and check it out for myself, But I know he's done a lot of good. So if what he's done is true and he's done these horrible things, then as a man, he will pay for those consequences of his actions. Just like me. I grab that bullhorn, you go to jail. You do these things, you break the law, you go to jail. You pay your debts to society, you come out and you try to be a better person. Fix what's broke inside or whatever's broke with you. All I want to know is, has anyone ever seen Queen and Rap in the same place at the same time? No, I haven't. I don't know if it's the same person with a voice changer. I don't know. I have no clue. I doubt it though. But now I got sidetracked. I forgot where I was even at. Let's go back to Betty real quick.
Your people are going to plant something on him because they've already lied under oath about what happened out here. They said he was disorderly. I mean, never raised his voice.
Never even
Never
said
raised
nothing.
his voice to law enforcement. He ripped the bullhorn out of a lady's mouth that tried to hit a woman with it. He wanted to make sure that she was not going to be using that as a weapon again. And you know why? Because you failed your job. That's why. You failed at protecting everybody out here. You failed, not us. That is what you did. What was that? He's been searching for Quentin all morning, and he's recording this now. Yeah. Yeah.
The other night when I came up here, I didn't come up here to attack nobody. That lady came up here and said, "I'm not here to fight." They jumped on my 15-year-old daughter. Just like that.
Yeah. No, we're not interested in going anywhere with anybody. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you, though. We appreciate that.
Yeah. God bless you.
God bless you.
Keep up the good fight.
Keep it up.
It's about Quentin. Just remember, it is about Quentin. It's not about me. Okay, I appreciate it.
That was total wrong message.
Yeah. We'll be working, as you know, we weren't here, right?
Look at the video on my phone. Don't play that like it.
Okay, I didn't see this part, so I wasn't here for this. I'm not quite sure what this guy what he's talking about. Okay, because the only time I hadn't been with them is right before they shot this video, and I was just right down the street. So I don't know what this man is talking about, or maybe something transpired when I was in jail. I mean, I don't know who this dude is. I don't think I've ever even seen him out there before. So, but you pull up some chicks like, "Hey, you want to go for a ride with me, you creepy ass weird dude?" No chick's just gonna be like, "Yeah, bro, let me jump in the car with you, you weird ass." Okay, I don't know. That's weird. Hey, y'all want to go with me? No, I don't think. It seems a little strange. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems a little fucking creepy. It seems a little creepy.
Trust me, I'm used to that kind of shit right there. I understand. Right. But you know what? At the end of the day, we were unmonetized. Let's bring the magic back to gifting.
Bring the magic back to gifting.
Commercial.
So again, I'm not the one blocking traffic out here. I'm not the one.
Yeah, a lot of the traffic stuff is of course, the locals are stopping and talking and telling information. And the thing is, it's like, that's what I was thinking the whole time. They should have had a police out there knowing during the day that there's going to be protesters out there. They know there's a protester going on. Instead of addressing that, they say it's hecklers and YouTubers, right? But it ain't hecklers and YouTubers. It's the citizens of Savannah, of Chatham County, okay? That are out there. They're out there talking in the road. They're pulling over. They're talking. They're coming out there. They're seeing what's going on. It ain't the YouTubers. They blame it on two.
Okay, they want to talk about suing people for using their content and shit on YouTube. Let me tell you something. Check It TV wanted me off of YouTube. He tried his best to silence me. And I guarantee you, because Check It TV's not dumb like he puts on. I guarantee you, he done everything he could to try and keep my shit off YouTube. Even after he struck me 3 times in a row and they took this channel down. They took it away from me. I didn't have it for like 2 weeks. And I had a lawyer file the counter DCMA for me so he wouldn't get my private information. And he had 10 days to take me to court. And it's not cheap going to court over some YouTube bullshit. And he didn't do it. And I got my channel back. And now if people strike me, it's harder for them to strike me. You know what I mean? YouTube actually looks into it more. Anybody that's been struck like I was. So if this bitch actually thinks she can fucking do something, let her try. Check It TV couldn't do it. This bitch ain't gonna do it because he's a lot smarter than these motherfuckers and got a lot more money.
YouTubers. Betty and me did it all. We killed the baby. We threw it in the landfill. Okay, that's how I feel at this point. Like, I'm more of a criminal than the lady in the house with the baby gone in the landfill. At this point, I'm surprised the police chief said they did it. Okay.
Impeding in there. I am in my professional press capacity, and we have been literally on news for 5 minutes. So we do have an officer out here. We're going to see what he has to say. And
Billy Joe was probably happy as shit when she called that police. When she called the police, she was probably so happy. She was probably like, "Yeah, they about to go to jail now. Bullhorn Betty about to go to jail." Happy as shit, right? But her parade got rained on. Okay, the parade that sign says you can't have a parade without a damn permit. Billy Joe, your parade got rained on, And when we walk down the street and you seen Billy Joe run, that's the fastest I've ever seen that lady move. She talked all that cash shit. When she seen the YouTube squad walking down the road, her ass ran. I was like, look at this shit.
The information that we need. Hopefully they're properly trained in the law.
Who the hell is Uncle Will? Uncle Will is a dude in the video. I don't know who Uncle Will is. To me, he's Uncle fucking creepy. He just pulled up to 3 women he don't know and said, hey, you want to go for a ride with me? Okay? That's a little fucking creepy. All right, I've been searching in the woods. I bet you have. Creepy. He might be a nice guy. That was a creepy ass move. I don't know. It's weird. He should have addressed it better. You know? I'm just thinking myself. Amy says, Dolly, good to see you at home safe, right? For sure. It feels good to be at home safe, right? But look, I enjoy Georgia. It's a beautiful place. I like downtown Savannah. They need more bathrooms. It kind of smells like piss a little bit. But look, the people there, beautiful, awesome, great. I didn't meet very many assholes just on that street, to be honest with you. Everybody else in Georgia, you guys rock. I mean, awesome people. Awesome, awesome, great. Some of the coolest people. Like, I've been going a lot of places now. So far, Savannah, y'all some cool motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all just cool as shit, everybody. So I might have to come back if the sheriff or whatever the hell, the chief, he leaves me alone. You know what I'm saying? They let Dolly go. I'll come back and visit Savannah. You know, next time it won't be a protest. I'll get to hang out, ride the little horses through downtown Savannah and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if they come try to throw the book at me or something crazy for like grabbing a bullhorn.
Here, because
All right, we got 2,300 people in the room, and we got over 1,000 likes on this video. Guys, do me a solid real quick before we jump back into this video where Bullhorn Betty shuts down the police. Okay, y'all give this video a like. Let's get it up there so the algorithm picks it up. You know, the algorithm don't like my ugly ass face. If you're watching out there from the ether, make sure you like the video, sub up, feel free to share it. Sharing is Karen. Okay, all right, let's do it.
hello, Mr. Roberts, how you doing? I'm here as press. I'm running a live segment, and then we'll be out of your hair. My name's Andrew Griffin. I press with the Bullhorn Betty channel with whoever the U.S. press for.
All right, here comes Billy Joel. Okay, I wonder what moves faster. Them feet when she seen the police ready to run out there and film Bullhorn Betty going to jail, because that's what she thought. She was like, yo, I'm gonna run out here. I'm gonna videotape Bullhorn Betty going to jail, and I'm gonna put it on Cher's channel, and then we're gonna post her mugshot. You know what I'm saying? Like we did Dolly, right? I don't give a damn, right? Dolly don't care. You think that's the first time I've been in jail? Won't be the last time. Okay, I guarantee you that. I go to jail for some stupid fucking all the time. I do stupid things. It's just what I do. It's part of who I am. All right. Like it, hate it. It is what it is. Okay. Guaranteed. That's why people watch me. I'm unpredictable. You don't never know what the hell I'm gonna do. Okay. If you did, why would you watch me?
How long are you going to be here?
I don't know, 15 minutes.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we already talked to the ACLU. Yes, we're well aware of what our rights are. Okay.
One thing Betty did say to this guy that I thought was absolutely insane. You know, she told a bald headed man that we'll be out your hair soon. Okay. I don't know how that kind of goes. Like, how do you do that? Like, I don't know if he even called it, right? When I was watching, I was like, did she tell that man she'll get out of it? I think he's a bald headed man. He ain't got no hair. You know what I'm saying? Unless we'll get out your beard hair. Here comes Billy Joel. Look at that face. Look at that face. Just look at it. Will you just look at it? In the words of Ed Bassmaster, would you just look at that face? Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. We're just gonna take, look, right now, while you're liking the video, we're gonna take 30 seconds just to look at Billy Joe's face. Billy Joel. All right, moment of silence for that face right there. Look. Okay, that's one bad face. I just had to look at it.
I am press.
But look at that face. What about that blowhard? Looked like he was really blowing hard on something in that picture. What about that face? Huh? What about that face? Oh, Betty. Little Miss Perfect.
New tonight, peace. It's something that hasn't been seen for some time now on Buckhalter Road, where little Quentin Simon was last seen. Police are cracking down on hecklers who have berated Quentin's family and neighbors for weeks. Our Andy Cole reports on the new measures Chatham County Police have.
Do you hear that? It's something that's been hard to come by over the last few weeks. It's peace, thanks to this sign, or really what the sign means. Since Quentin Simon went missing from his Savannah home on October 5th, hecklers have dominated Buckhalter Road. They've screamed words we can't say on TV, got into disputes with themselves, and some have streamed the entire thing on YouTube. We told you Thursday that a fifth heckler, YouTuber Jimmy Williams, who goes by Dolly, was arrested for simple battery and disorderly conduct. That's not to mention, officers were dispatched to Quentin's home 50 times since October 5th. It seems that Chatham County's police chief has had enough. Chief Jeff Hadley said in a statement Thursday that the hecklers were turning the case into a, quote, money-making circus and promised measures to limit the disruption they caused. Chief Hadley delivered. On Friday, police began enforcing 2 county ordinances. CCPD is now requiring a permit to protest on Buckhalter Road, signed by the county manager. Protest, according to police, means anything that could impede vehicular traffic. Police are also now enforcing a loitering ordinance from 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. 3 new signs now greet drivers. One is strategically placed in front of Quentin's home. For now, the measures seem to be working, but only time will tell. In Chatham County, I'm Andy Cole, WJCL 22 News.
That's all though.
Professional capacity, and there is a
Right here is the moment I thought she fucked up, okay? Because I know how much Olivia paid for that camera, and I know Olivia's mama is always standing beside her. And she looks like she will whip your ass, okay? She looks like a super protective mother. I can just tell. You know what I'm saying? She got the mother radar on at all time. And look how mad this woman looks. Look at that shit. Just look at it. That is evil. That is a whole lot of crack right there. That is a lot of abuse on yourself, right? In a year. I seen Billy Joe. Last year, Billy Joe, I might have bought you a beer. Maybe at the bar, but like, hey, you ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? About if I had a 12-pack in me. But you look pleasant. You were at church. I don't know what changed. I mean, I know this is probably, if you don't have any parts in it, it's probably fucking you up a little bit, but you got to get yourself some help, girl. If you watch my videos, I know you do. Get yourself clean first, all right? No joking, picking on you, nothing like that, you know, because I do pick and joke and play a fucking lot, right? But in all seriousness, Billy Joe, if you're watching, get yourself some help. Start there. Get clean. You know what I'm saying? You can still hate us YouTubers, okay? Of course you can, but get yourself clean, all right? Because that's making you look really, really bad. You know, you being on drugs and things like that. Get yourself clean, all right? You should have never engaged. You should have never engaged. That is what you did wrong, and your girl Cher set you up for that, okay? Everybody out there on YouTube wanted exactly what you did. That girl brought you right to us. For that, thank you, Cher. Okay? Thank you, Cher. You got played, like majorly played. You're out there mad. You're out there mad at the wrong people. You got to get help, okay? You got to get help. Remember when I walked by you and I said, the only person that will tell you the truth is Dolly. I wasn't lying then. I ain't lying now, okay? I have no reason to lie to you. I said, y'all tell me something, I'm telling the world. But there's one thing, I ain't going to be a fake person about who I am and my intentions, okay? My intentions are clear. I want your daughter in jail. You know what I'm saying? I want her in jail. She should already be in jail. There should have never been no bruises. And this is the worst part of it to me, is the bruises on his arm. Because people told me stories of her snatching on his arms and snatching him up, and he has these bruises on his arm. And Bullhorn Betty had these pictures, and they are blown up, and it was crushing my heart. Even when I was holding it and showing it to the police, I was like, man, how can you be a father and look at this and it not hurt you? You know, it's brutal to see things like that. That's the most horrible stuff, things that happen to kids and elderly people. It's like, I just can't stand when people attack the weak. You know what I'm saying? I just hate it. And this woman's anger, like I said, is focused in the wrong directions. This could have been a whole different event depending on how Billy Joe handled it. Okay. And that's proof of this is what just happened in Idaho. Me and Betty, there wasn't no protest, and you know, there wasn't screaming, neighbors, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't none of that. It was calm. These people, if they would have handled it good, like when they first came out, they were like, okay, look, y'all want to move, because we helped start the vigil with the teddy bears and things like that out there. So they were cool. They came out and they were like, all right, y'all can move it. So if they would have kept that energy, right? And I don't know how it went from that energy to a different energy, and they would address everybody like we all want the same thing and not the arguing and fighting and you know what I'm saying? It was because the YouTubers telling them what to do, and that lady's over there pulling strings on Billy Joe like a puppet. Okay, Billy Joe, Cher stuck a battery in your back. You know what I'm saying? And twisted and cut you right on. It's what she did. and then we were just able to catch it. So you think about who in this has damaged you. The people that were going to talk about you anyway, or the people that sent you to the wolves. Think about it. Why would Dolly lie to you? You know what I'm saying? Why do I gotta lie? I don't lie. I could. You know what I'm saying? I could come make a million damn things up, right? But I mean, I don't know. You know, you better watch who you trust, lady.
Yeah, that's the kind
You do not have to be that close to someone. No, that's invading their personal
She did the same thing to me. Billy Joe did the same thing to me. I thought she was gonna try to kiss me. I was like, I don't know. About a year ago, I probably let her get away with it. You know what I'm saying? A year of crack abuse, you know, and Billy Joe, you know what I'm saying? She got right up in my face. I ain't even posted that video yet either. I mean, we had a close up. Me and Billy we've been eye to eye. I mean, like, we were bumping noses. That was.
Meanwhile, they're saying they can't mess with Quentin anymore. They're going to drop him like a bad habit that Molly just refuses to drop. She only drops children, not habits. Yeah. She had paid for everything in her life in the past 6 months off the back of Marvon. Meanwhile, the gentleman dies today and she don't give a flying halfway fuck. Not even sideways a little bit.
It would be like
not off kilter, not adjacent, not Katie Wampus, not off askew, nothing. Not a skosh.
or they would take a teddy bear or something like that. It was never disrespected. What Billy Joel doesn't like is every time we saw a car, I'd say, hey, baby killer lives in this.
So this is where it gets interesting because as far as I know, I don't know that the child was killed. I don't know that there was an accident. I don't know that he didn't slip out the back door and somebody grabbed him. I don't know. What I do know is that in these people's mind, they've already made this child murdered. And those very graphic things they wish to be stuck in the head of Leilani and Billy Joe, they also actually only have trapped inside of their own. It is only these people that are thinking the most demented things about a child that they have no idea the whereabouts whatsoever. They have been clearing trash for a long time. They stop the trash very quickly.
Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Salesman. Hurry in to get our best deals of the season. Could somebody tell people from my channel?
Could somebody tell people from his channel to put the fucking sleeves back on that very uncomplimentary shirt, sir? That's the Ernie Shell special, people.
To go over to Betty's, I'm having some.
Only 2 guys on YouTube that wear those shirts are this guy and Ernie. I don't know what that means. I think it just means they like a little extra breeze on their doohickeys. I don't mean the doohickey that messes with Jody either. Now, all of these things you've seen in this video are my interpretation. They're alleged. Use your real own eyes to take a look at this. Don't listen to what somebody else tells you to think with your eyes, because you can see. If any woman in here has ever had a man run up on them and try to violently snatch something of theirs out of their hands, not knowing what's going on, and you support that, what you're telling that piece of shit to do is to go back, but just do it better next time. See, it's the power of the interactive tube. It's the power of the interactive tube. That you could pay money to have a little tiny man go attack a little tiny woman. Oh, yeah. Ali, you're a bitch, bro. You're a straight up bitch. You said it's on site right here in my text. Let me show you. He said it's on site, motherfucker. You know what that means? That means Dolly's going to try to do to me what we've all seen Dolly try to do to the little old lady. Dolly, I would make it to where your brother had to push you around in a wheelchair. And I'm talking about the sex offender brother, homie. Let me tell you what, bro. I'm 6'2", almost 6'3", bro. You and your brother are 5'2". You're 12 or 13 inches shorter than me, bro. It would take every fucking relative you have, homie. With the threat you gave me right here, if I ever see you, homie, it is on site, bro. I promise you. Hell, them motherfuckers been around there all this time, dude. And they have not rioted on that police station until the little bitch goes to jail.
Right.
Once the little bitch goes to jail, what do these motherfuckers? We all heard them say it. What'd they say? I'm done. I can't do this. I'm through. There's nothing else I can do for Baby Quentin. Yeah. So then they go to the wrong fucking building. What did they say, Fizzle? What were they screaming, Fizzle?
Free Dolly, the Turtle King. He's our hero.
He's a fucking woman beater, and you've seen it with your own eyes. If you can make a woman beater your hero, I tap out. Tap out, man. I can't. You cannot. You can't compete.
Well, the sad thing is so whenever he was on early this morning.
Dolly, no, bro, you know I'll hurt you, bro. And you done already threatened to come to my house, bro. I will fucking hurt you. I mean, you come to the wrong spot, I could all the way hurt you. What is wrong with you, bro? Think you motherfuckers got something wrong with you, bro? You and your brother, y'all are fucking stupid. You're stupid, bro. You try to project to the world that you're famous, you're a tragedy pimp, but meanwhile you have a fucking sex offender dot on your house, homie. Ain't nobody on YouTube got that except for you, little bitch.
Hey, I think I'm going to end this for the day here and get some things done around here, and I'll be back later on tonight. We're going to talk about Kylie and some of the AWP stuff, I believe. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to talk about, but I have a special guest, and it should be interesting. Thank you all for being here, and see y'all later.